What is up? Welcome to Lumia Sports Podcast. It's your boy Lumia, joined by Tony El Tigre. I just need to pull up real quick. I want to get our chat up. We never get our chat going. There's a chat somewhere in here. That's the Twitch one. No, that's the YouTube chat. Cool. Got the YouTube chat up. I'm going to send it out to a couple people. But today we are going to go over our previews. And it's going to be exciting stuff here. I'm excited to be live with you guys. I just want to send this out to people real quick. See if we can get some other people, some voices in the live. But Tony El Tigre, you missed last week. You know what I mean? You went out for Halloween. How have you been?
Yeah, I was in New York. I was in New York and I was out there for work, and I spent some time in Manhattan, spent some time in Brooklyn. Definitely a fun city out there in New York. I was looking for a restaurant to go to, and that restaurant turned out being a club that had like 1,000 people fucking standing outside of it, and I was like, holy shit. But that's what you get in New York. You get big lines to these places because there are 9 million people that live there. So, part of the vision. But I love it. It's one of my favorite cities for sure. So I always have a good time when I go there.
It's good. I'm glad you had a good time. Glad to have you back and excited for these previews. Real quick, I gotta get the last week ones. We're gonna do our review of the preview from last week and our picks. Falcons, Patriots. We had the Patriots minus 5.5. Drake May was on a heater, but the Falcons' number one pass defense slowed him down, forced Drake May to have a fumble and an interception. Patriots still win the game, 24-23, partially because the Falcons' kicker missed an extra point, and partially because Penix doesn't know how to stop intentional grounding in very bad moments. Chargers, Titans. I took the Chargers as a lock. Tony just took them to win, minus 8.5 to the Titans, because I'm like, the Titans suck. But there's something that's only slightly better than the Titans at full strength. Or I guess the Titans actually didn't have Jeffrey Simmons. So the Titans at almost full strength. And that's the Chargers without Joe Alt. The second he went out, whole game changed. Herbert sacked 6 times. They did end up winning the game. They actually they let up a kick return touchdown. And, oh, by the way, Herb also had a pick 6 at the beginning of the game. Got to remember to mention that. He is now third in the league with interceptions with 8 so far this season, tossing the ball away. But he's still a top 5 quarterback somehow. Bears, I'm part of it. I'm part of the propaganda. I keep picking them to win these games. He keeps sucking. Bears, Bengals. What's up? Bears, Bengals. Tony El Tigre took the Bengals. I took the Bears. Real quick, people were calling this game of the year, 47-42. That game was cool, I guess. But it's like kind of boring when you know that both the defenses Joe Flacco was snapping. I got to be honest. Jamar Chase, Higgins. Flacco has Ravens fans, not Tony, but other Ravens fans saying he is now a definitive Hall of Famer with his current performance with the Bengals, showing me. I mean, you got to say it, right? It's like Burrow, system guy. I mean, all I heard was anyone could do it with this Hurts weapon. I'm watching Joe Flacco literally go from leading the league to picks to 470 yards. And all he has to do is be on the Bengals. I'm just saying. I like Joe Burrow, but I'm just saying.
I mean, that's a point I've definitely always made. I was like, damn. I mean, he does have the best wide receiving duo for sure. So if other players can't, if other players are lowered because they have good talent around them. Now, he does have a bad offensive line, but
people keep saying that, but Flacco's
has
vibing.
The same offensive line.
Flacco is untouched all the time. I watch. He's not getting touched.
And he's old and slow. So
exactly. Shout out Flacco.
I don't know. I saw him take off a couple runs.
Exactly. Bears. The Bears actually won the game. Caleb last second touchdown. It's just okay. I had people come in my comments talking about Caleb is Mr. Clutch. He threw a good pass. 2 Bengals defenders missed it with 20 seconds left, and
I don't know how that turned into a touchdown.
And no timeouts. The situation
That
was
crazy.
the Bears had 20 seconds left and no timeouts. Worst case scenario, that's supposed to be like a 57-yard field goal. Instead, it ended up as a touchdown because, well, the Bengals might be the worst defense I've ever seen, actually. Because, like, we've seen bad defenses, but to be, like, bad when your offense is good is a rare talent. It really is. Because at least when your offense...
Them Ravens defenses, especially at the start of the season, we were putting up 30, 40 every game and losing.
Tony. The Bengals just let the Bears score 47. 47.
Shout out Caleb, man. Shout out number 1 pick Caleb, man.
It wasn't him. The Bears had 300 rushing yards without Swift.
Oh, shit.
The Bengals are the worst defense I've ever seen. It's really bad, dude. I was like, they're not even – the Bears were just like, all right, we'll just run the ball. Oh, 20 yards. Oh, 20 yards. Oh, cool. Ooh, piece of candy. Playing the Bengals defense. The Colts, Steelers, we both believed in Dimes. I was kicking myself for not making this lock of the week out of respect for the Steelers. However, he was awful. 5 turnovers. Still somehow helped me get a fantasy win with 14 fantasy points. Shout out Dimes. But the Steelers defense showed up, got him under pressure. TJ Watt strip sack. I think someone else had a strip sack as well. One of his picks was bad. Guy right in his face. He just throws it into his hands. It got tipped over his head. Picked. Dimes was about as bad a quarterback game as I've seen all season. And yes, I watched Jake Browning play. It was that bad. So you got to wonder about them. Steelers go out, and if you're going to let them not do anything and win the game, they will do just that and win. Niners, Giants. This game, Tony El Tigre took the Giants. Free money. Said he liked the vibes. Is that what you said? The vibes were good, even though their running back just snapped his leg. 49ers, I mean, they didn't have to do much. The Giants' defense is bad. I think Mac Jones started off 10 for 10, throwing the ball. And then after the game, I mean, I'm sorry, Tone, not to kill you, but you said you liked the vibes. You know that after the game, and you couldn't have known this before the game because it didn't happen yet, but Dayball was asked if he was crying.
Oh, shit.
Because he kind of sort of looked a little sad. So Giants not looking great. There's also a report that one of their players, Deontay Banks, a bad cornerback who a lot of their fans do not like, that he left the locker room, and to avoid talking, he left with his pants around his ankles. And one of the comments, because Twitter comments were great, was he plays cornerback with his pants around his ankles.
All right, the vibes are not good in New York.
Dart can only do so much. Dart and Scatabo running their heads into brick walls can only do so much for you at the end of the day. They did all they could.
To the point where they cornerback.
Yeah.
All right. That's a way to avoid an interview, I guess.
Yeah. So
Marshawn never tried that.
He didn't have the vision. We're gonna do talk to him. That's great stuff right there. Yeah. So yeah, Daboll's gonna get fired pretty soon. Broncos, Texans.
It was all going so well.
It is still. It's going great. What are you talking about?
For them, it was all going so well for them for
what?
like 2
What
weeks.
is? What? Yeah. What do you mean? Are you talking about? Oh, right before they blew the 19-0 lead, let up 33 in the fourth quarter. It was going swimming right before that. You're talking about when they won a game right after they lost to the Saints, right? That's when it was going great for the Giants. That was when it was well. Life was good when they had 5 turnovers to the Saints. Still the only win that the Saints have all year, by the way.
At least it's funny. I do appreciate
It's hilarious.
that.
Oh, I love it. I kind of don't want Dayball to go.
Nah, this is amazing.
It's
Shout out
great.
the Giants, man.
Yeah. since the preseason when I released the Jackson Dart, like why is he not starting video, I knew this was going to be a special season for the Giants. Gave me a lot when I had nothing, because they were just locked in. They knew something was happening, and something definitely happened this season.
All we need,
For sure.
all we need is our random Jameis appearance where he goes out there and throws 3 picks.
Look, you're one blue tent visit from Dart away. And
Did he get hurt last game?
No, he didn't.
Oh wow,
Stayed on his feet. They tried though. They ran him a lot, but he fought through it this game. No.
There was no Scatterbo to
rile him up.
Yeah,
So he was playing a little safe.
There you go.
Wasn't quite running into brick walls. Actually killed their offense though, to be honest, because well, I'll ask Scatterbo too. Yes, so I took the 49ers to win, and they won by about 35-25 against that. Broncos, Texans. Tony, before I had the opportunity, it caused a little bit of friction. We're going to get into the weeds on that one, but it did cause a thing. But he took the Broncos as a lock over the Texans. Honestly, I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't have done that with C.J. Stroud in, but C.J. Stroud got hurt in the second quarter, and I forgot, very simple fact, that if the spread is under 3, what are you doing not taking the Broncos? That's all they do, baby. That is what their entire organization is built on, is winning a game by 3 points, and they do it again, beating the Texans last week 18-15, and the Raiders this week 10-7.
Somebody said Sean Payton brought Bountygate back with him with the C.J. Stroud hit.
That's crazy. Probably. They got to do something.
You got to do something to win these games, these 3-point games.
And they're going to do it. They're going to do one thing.
Geno just got hurt. I mean.
Number 1 in sacks.
No.
The Broncos are number 1 in sacks in the league. Yeah.
You got some incentives.
First in sacks in the league. Highest sack per game total since the 87 Bears up to this point. 4.4 a game. To give you an example, the next team is the Steelers with 3.5. A full extra sack a game.
The TJ Watt Steelers, or is this before him?
Huh? What do you mean before him?
Oh, you mean this league?
year?
Okay,
Sorry.
Okay.
This season.
I thought you meant in all-time ranks.
Oh, no, my bad. Oh, no, all-time they're the best since the 87 Bears.
Yeah, so I
Oh, you mean second to that? No, just this season. Now, all-time, that'd be ridiculous. Let's see. Vikings, Lions. We both took the Lions to win, -8.5. I actually said something like the Lions will blow out the Vikings, and then the Lions lost. And highest rated preview, by the way. Shout out to everyone who watched that preview. Vikes, Lions, 90 views. Shout out. A lot of people in comments. That didn't age well. I'm telling you, what the fuck? You thought that you want to act like you thought that the Vikings were going to go and beat the Lions with J.J. McCarthy. We didn't even know he could play a whole game. But he did play a whole game. He was actually really good. Kind of showed exactly why they believed in him. He was accurate. Jettis got the ball. Jettis didn't have to be mad. He wasn't out there wincing around. Even though he was getting killed, he got sacked 5 times, hit 9 times. Lions defense good. But for the Lions, it just is what it is. This is why I can't ultimately take them seriously. Jared Goff was under pressure, sacked 5 times, and he can't move. Less motion than this table that the computer is sitting on right now. He just sits there, and the problem is you can't read it either. So he'll read it, and I guess his adjustment is throw the ball on the ground. It's like if you're going to be of that ilk, you got to be able to do something other than stand there and get sacked. Sorry, Lions fans, but yeah, it's like that. Panthers, Packers -11.5. Tony was probably like this too. My eyes lit up when I saw that because I learned my lesson. Packers with a big spread, they don't do that. Last time they had a big spread like that was the Browns game, and they lost. This game again, they lost it. Weird. Is LaFleur in Vegas? Like, what's going on with that? They just are never good in those games. But no, we know what the truth is. Jordan Love is Jordan Love, and that just is what it is. And
you know what's crazy? I saw a stat, right? Before last game, he only had 2 interceptions on the year. I was like, wow.
Now let me ask you something. Did that sound fake?
It sounded fake.
No, it's real, But there's also a lot of dropped interceptions, and he throws at least one pass every game, and you're like, bro, what are you doing? Like, and you've seen it. Everyone's watched Jordan Love play football. You know exactly what. Now, whether it gets caught or not.
He does throw interceptable balls.
Yes.
For sure.
Absolutely. And this game, what happened is down 7-6, just chilling. Oh, we're just going to call it, we're going to try a bomb. And you know, when you say that to Jordan Love, that means the ball's going up. And he threw a bomb up to Watson in triple coverage in the third quarter of a 1-point game where it's windy, it's cold. He said, I don't give a fuck about that. Why would I care? I'm launching it, baby. And he threw a terrible interception. Not what you want to see if you're a Packers fan, but what you've been seeing. And the Packer fans will argue and be like, no, look at the interception numbers. I don't care. I actually watch him play. And watching him play, you're like, what is this guy doing? Now, bad news for the Packers as well. Devastating news, actually. Tucker Kraft out for the season. He left with a knee injury. They haven't gotten to play with Jaden Reed. And Christian Watson is in for now for a couple games. So we'll see how long that goes.
Yeah, it's the most rotating wide receiver lineup I've seen.
100%. Jacobs was good, but even I think Jacobs is almost running. I don't know how to put this.
He's being ran into the ground.
No, because they're not running him into the ground. He's almost like they're not even fully using him yet because they're trying to save him. But then they get in these games and they're like, oh, our quarterback sucks. So you either trust him, who's reckless. It's not even that he sucks. He's just extremely reckless. And in games, when you're playing the Panthers, you couldn't really move the ball. Didn't need to happen. But they lost. By the way, shout out, I'm calling him Ice Young, man. The second Ice Young. He's out here. Bryce Young has 9 game-winning drives in the last 2 seasons. Tied with Hurts and Mahomes for the most in the NFL. Incredible numbers, and he did it again. He actually, watching the game, so they were up 13-6. Packers scored a touchdown, and Bryce Young coming onto the field after the score, he came onto the field, and he was smiling. He was geeking. He was, like, ready to go, and I'm like, oh, wow, he's just different, And I'm the one who called him trash, but that was what I thought I saw in him. Last year, he almost, sorry to make this Eagles-centric, but he almost clutched up against us, and I'm not really sorry. Could you tell? And
yeah, you're not.
And that was like the thing. And this year, he has continued to do it. He did it to Jordan Love and the Packers and Mike and them. Rico Dowdle, obviously, still a beast, running all over the place. And I like their coach. I like Dave Cannell. So shout out the Panthers winning that game. Jags Raiders. I mean, what can you say? We both took the Jags, I think, because we were like, you can't really take the Raiders for a spread. And the Raiders covered now. 2 straight weeks in spreads. Will I pick them in week 3? No. But they have done that. And this week, they cover against the Jags. -3.5. Game went to overtime. I'm sorry, did I say they cover? I meant Brock Bowers by himself covered the spread. One-handed catches. Gino was like, I guess I'll throw you the ball this week because I have to. Decided to not do that for whatever reason against the Broncos. I don't know why. I'm throwing it to him in triple coverage if you're just going to throw it to people in triple coverage anyway, which is what Gino does.
See, the Raiders is like what the Raiders did against the Jaguars. It's like the goal that I have when I pick these trash-ass teams. I want them to do what the Raiders did, which is like just barely lose. So,
okay, but you're asking a lot. It took Brock Bowers having 3 touchdowns and 140 for that to happen.
They did it again. So there you go.
I mean, in hindsight, Broncos, you just if it's over 3, you go against them. If it's under 3, you take them, unless they're playing the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And
or the Bengals,
or the Jake Browning Bengals.
Yeah, the Jake Browning Bengals.
Specifically, Joe Flacco Bengals, I think they put up a fight, man. I can't lie.
Yeah, they just lose by 3.
Yeah, like 34-31.
Yeah,
Bo Nix's career game. I don't know, man. The Raiders, I think they play this week. If you want to take them,
well, they already played.
They did. We'll and who, it doesn't count. We're not counting because I didn't technically pick. But who did you pick? -9.5.
I picked Denver.
So we'll revisit that thought process coming up. Saints Rams. The Saints did not do what Tony wanted the team to do, but he picked the Rams because, that's what you're supposed to do, Tone. Rams minus 13.5. Game was over before it started. The Saints knew it. They came out, the Saints, the first 3 possessions of the game, 3 and outs. After that, there was a point, second quarter, 10 minutes left. They flashed the stat. The Rams, in the second quarter with 10 minutes left, had more first downs than the Saints had plays run.
Damn.
You want to know the best part about this stat, Tone? You're going to love this, man. This is the best part of that stat. The Saints got the ball first. So, amazing stuff. Generational stuff out of the New Orleans Saints.
Do we put him back in?
Put who back in?
Mr. Nothing.
Which one?
Mr. Spencer.
That's the whole roster, dude. That's everybody. They're all in. If you want Mr. Nothing, they're all over the place.
Man, let's just put Taysom back there, man. Let's just see what
Alvin Kamara just out there not trying.
Let's put Taysom back at quarterback, man. Let's see what he got going.
They put Taysom in for a play, got 20 yards. That's how they got their first down.
There you go.
And then they had him throw the ball, and he just sailed it by 30 yards.
The Taysom.
Hey, look, I got all the Saints intel you need, Tone. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Kellen Moore tried everything. My God, he was trying everything. He wasn't giving up. He was like, there's got to be someone on this offense who can play. And he had it. Shaheed down the field, open, and Tyler Schroe misses him. And you're just like, okay.
He gets traded.
And then he's like, well, if no one can hit him on the pass, who cares if he's here, I guess. What difference does it make? Anyway, if we can't even throw it to him, just get him out of here. Great stuff, man. The fact that Kellen Moore is going to consistently try that's all we're asking, right? Like, and the team tries. They just suck, but they give it all they have. I don't think there's definitely not a worst. I mean, the Titans are up there too. My God. But I don't think there's a worse just like team. Like you're like, so there's no path for them to win. We're like, how do they win a game? And the answer was, we get Brian Daboll and 5 turnovers. That's how they could do it at home.
Yeah, you get Scatabo and Dart after they win a game. They win their first game and they're vibing.
Drunk off of success. After they won their second game, they weren't much better. Ask the Broncos.
Yeah. They looked like it for a second, and then
they always look like it. They were up 14-0 on the Saints.
Yeah,
I think it was 14-7. Maybe not 14. It was close. They were driving on them. They were cooking.
Yeah,
and then Chiefs Bills. I'm telling you from the this is the truth serum loom each moment. I really wanted to pick the Bills. I really did.
Me too.
I looked at the numbers. I look at the games, and I'm like, couple things. Chiefs defense struggling. Let up 31 to Trevor Lawrence. A bad sign. You know who else did that? The Raiders. You know when the Raiders did that? In overtime. Not good. Now, did it have to do with Patrick Mahomes throwing a pick 6? Yes. But Patrick Mahomes threw a pick 6. So, yeah. Now, offensively, I think they're good, but they've become a complete pass-oriented, pass-centric team.
Yeah, Pacheco is not the Pacheco of old.
Now, to be fair as well, Pacheco was hurt in this specific game. But, I mean, even last season, if you want to say old, all they did was literally, I think they had a stat last year where they didn't have a run over 20 yards. So the Chiefs will run the ball, and they will pump up, point forward right after they get their little 8-yard runs, and they're powerful, strong runs. Right through 3 people. They're not going to try to run around you. They're going to try to run right at you because they can't run around you. They're not fast enough. And without Pacheco, I mean, Hunt, purely, and I mean, they had no chance. And that's a problem specifically against the Bills because the Bills are second in the league in passing defense and 30th in run defense, and the Bills are also first in run offense. So they are built specifically, a little weirdly, but specifically to beat this Chiefs team. Cole Bishop, their safety, was going crazy. He had like 5 deflections on Mahomes' passes. Bosa had a sack. They were screaming at Mahomes too. Mahomes ended up missing 19 passes. Not good on really either side of the ball in this game. And I'm so mad because I'm like, I guess I got to take the Chiefs, but I really think that the Bills are going to win this game because of the numbers. Yeah. But you don't want to be a numbers person. But it's like also like Josh Allen missed 3 passes.
Yeah.
The Chiefs' defense has problems.
Yeah.
They are 5th in the league right now in points allowed, but a lot of that's their pace, and a lot of it's because they allowed 0 to the Raiders and I think 7 to the Mariota Commanders. And their pace. They play really slow. They make you play slow because they're putting emphasis on every single play. But like just straight up defense for defense, they gave up a game-winning drive to Lawrence. They let him light him up. Herbert lit him up. Josh Allen missed 3 passes. Cook ran for 100 yards. I think as a team, they ran for like 150 on the Chiefs. They have problems defensively. But this week they're on a bye, so the Chiefs get to relax, and the Bills play a game. Seahawks, Commanders. Boy, Jaden Daniels, I didn't watch every game last year, specifically with him, but I thought last year if he played last year, I was playing this year. I don't know how he made it through last year. He literally, on the first play of the game against a Seahawks team that is 3rd in league in sacks, took the ball, stood back, and ran it right down the middle on a pass. Reckless as hell to get 5 yards and get hit. And I'm like, oh, he just did this from the beginning of the game. Now his injury, RPO, we can blame the coach for leaving him in the 4th quarter. We can blame all those things, play call, whatever. But he's been hurt all year, and at some point, apologies to his apologies to his mom. Apologies to his mom, but we're not trying to RG3 him, but, he is literally the trajectory of RG3 with a much better rookie season, making the conference championship game, being even more explosive, but these injuries and the decisions that he makes, bad. Now, the Seahawks, I got to be honest, a lot of people this week, this happens every week in the NFL, they are gassing the Seahawks up, and I get it. The Seahawks, by the way, very good. 6-2. Darnold has been hooping. JSN is the best receiver in the league. I made the video, right, 4 weeks ago, calling him, he's been the best. He's always open, wide open. They actually showed a play where they threw a touchdown to the left. And by the way, real quick, the Commanders' cornerbacks are awful. Like, Lattimore is still in the league. He's terrible. Amos is even worse than Lattimore. I guess is why they have to keep Lattimore. It's a bad situation. But they had a play where Darnold basically, and this is also how bad the Commanders are, he threw a touchdown to the left in a seam in a tight route. And Collinsworth was like, if you think that was a good throw, he had an easier touchdown over here. JSN literally hit it in and out, and the dude fell down, and JSN was wide open.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. So 2 people were open on the play for touchdowns. And it was a 40-yard touchdown. It wasn't like it was from the 2-yard line. Commanders are awful. However, it then has gone the other way because Darnold started off the game 17 for 17. Crazy. Commanders are bad, but they were playing great. And then it became the Seahawks are the best team in the NFC around like Wednesday. And I'm like,
I can't say that to this man right here.
It's not to me. Take the Eagles out of it for a quick second. We watched Sam Darnold last year implode.
He did do that.
Not once, twice.
In a row.
Last week, or 2 weeks ago against the Texans, for some reason, that game shouldn't have been close. It was close because he randomly started throwing interceptions. To take them over, to just say they're the best team right now, to me, over the Rams is a little crazy. I'm just saying. Because the Rams have done it, and their defenses are comparable. I don't know. I just think moving the Seahawks because of the new team to the front of the line. Hey, look, I did it with the Colts. But I never said they were – I don't know if I said they were the best.
Did you ever look at them like a title contender?
The Colts?
Yeah.
It's hard to remember what I thought of them as thinking of them now, so I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe. I probably have – there's probably a video out there of me saying they're Super Bowl contenders, but that was before I saw his face.
You just saw Jonathan Taylor's face a lot, and then you remembered eventually.
Here's the crazy thing about the Steelers game before we get back to it. He was good until he was bad, and I'm just going to leave it there. Yeah, but it was the only game all season where Daniel Jones was getting sacked. He got sacked 5 times, but all year they had allowed 1 sack a game. So
did TJ come back?
TJ came back. TJ started it, and then everyone else came in after. But TJ got the first sack. He got a strip sack, and he was like, and they smelled the blood.
He was like, "Fuck, I'm back in New York."
Yeah, for a game. But it didn't have to be like that. He just had to just take sacks and not fumble the ball and throw picks. But anyway,
hey, look, you can take the man out of New York. You can't take New York out.
And guess what? Daniel Jones and Darnold, those are the 2 guys who everyone's like, whoa, you know what I mean? We can't believe they're still doing it. We just saw Daniel Jones do it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it until in the playoffs I see it or in bigger games. I think this year they lost. They played the Bucs and everyone's like, whoa, Darnold, he lost the game and threw a pick. That did happen. He threw the losing pick in the game. I understand he threw a lot of yards. He looks good, and I'm not going to, I think they can. I'm not going to say they can't win a Super Bowl, but I just think right now, Week 8, putting them above, obviously you know my team, but even the Rams right now is a little wild.
You have them over the Lions?
I can't take Jared Goff seriously. Darnold can at least move. He can see a blitz and kind of get out of the way. Goff sees it and it's best case scenario, you blitz Goff and you guard the slant. Best case scenario, promise you, ball in the dirt. That's the best thing that'll happen. Best case scenario. He somehow just wiggles the ball out and there's no intentional grounding call and it's an incompletion. So Darnold can bomb you in that situation. Even the Packers right now, I don't know, man. I just think that's interesting to just move them at a line. Specifically, not for anything that they did, but because it was a national TV game against the Commanders, who suck.
Yeah, they do.
The Cowboys put up 44 on them 2 weeks ago, guys. What the Seahawks did, I'm sorry, not that impressive. The Commanders are awful defensively. Really bad. Falcons put up 35 on them. They stink. But the Seahawks are really good. Cardinals, Cowboys. We love some free money, baby. Yes, sirree, Bob. Tony El Tigre took the Cowboys. And I'm not going to lie to you. I think I actually might have written down in our chat Cowboys, and then I just thought about it. And then I was like, who are the Cowboys? Well, they suck on defense. And their quarterback is Mr. September. And in that month, he can look like the best. He is the MVP of September all the time. It's like him and Herbert are right there for Mr. September, man. And
you start getting texts about how they're the best quarterback. They're the MVP.
Not just text, stats from Twitter, charts. Oh, under pressure. Oh, here's another chart. He's the best. You don't know that Dak has been playing the best in the league? No one says he's got Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. And, by the way, Javonte has been a top 5 running back this year. No one cares.
Sure.
His defense is bad, and he's just the best. And why is he not MVP? Well, to be MVP, I'm sorry, I know you guys hate this. Wins are a quarterback stat. And to be an MVP, I'm sorry, Joe Burrow. I'm sorry, Dak. You do have to win some games sometimes.
Well, did you not? How did you feel about Joe Burrow in regards to MVP last year?
I felt like they didn't win enough games. I felt like he was my fantasy MVP. That was cool. but like on the field, didn't win enough games. Let me think. Last year, Josh earned it. Josh beat the Chiefs, and no one else beat the Chiefs, and they looked bad even though they went 15-1. And like Mahomes did look really bad. Like he was turning the ball over. If he wasn't turning the ball over, probably just go Mahomes. He went 15-1, and he was clutch in all those games. But he was a turnover machine. Josh Allen wasn't a turnover machine, and Lamar, you just couldn't give it to him 3 times. Actually, last year's MVP, now that I'm fully thinking about it, was Saquon. I mean, Saquon was doing something I've never seen before.
Yeah, it's just tough to give it to a running. Well, they just don't do it to running backs, unfortunately.
I mean, the dude had 2,000 yards and like literally was about to be a Super Bowl winner, and like he broke off a 60-yard run like 8 times. Like almost every other week, he broke off a 70-yard touchdown run. Jonathan Taylor did that once, and people were like, "Is Jonathan Taylor in the MVP race?" Remember that. But the only reason Saquon, if Josh Allen had already,
was
put
in
this,
the race.
if Josh Allen had already won an MVP, Barkley wins that MVP. This is how it goes. This is, you know what I mean? But he said Jacob said he is motherfuckers about Joe Flacco. That's the Ravens fan who said he's in the Hall of Fame.
That is what I assumed.
Yeah, I missed the chat there. My bad. He also tagged me too, so that's funny. Shout out, Jacob Wingman. Jacob right now in the Premier Playoffs, our Madden League that I'm in the conference championship game, going up against Felt with a chance to make the Super Bowl. He's doing it with the Saints. So Jacob, he's an old head, but he's getting it done, man.
How's the Spencer Rattler experience been for
He doesn't have Spencer Rattler. He is a rookie.
No.
Yeah, Brad Rogers.
0% chance he rocked with Spencer Rattler.
Yeah. Well, you know, he gets to be GM. So, but let me look up, and here we are. So real quick before we get into the picks, here we are. Currently this year I come in. Oh, here we go. Currently, I come in now 68-75. I'm very proud of myself. Has it taken me watching every single game this year and doing videos for me to improve and kind of compete with Vegas? Absolutely. But am I doing it? I'm getting closer and closer to Vegas every week, man. I'm a knock, but every week. I went 7-6 last week. I did miss my lock of the week because, you know, I picked fucking If Man like an idiot. But yeah, I'm getting closer every week. Tony El Tigre. Shout out Tony, man. He's in here. He's fighting. He's a busy guy. 63-81. 63-81.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
You thought it was worse than than 20 under?
Yeah.
Oh, you thought you were the Nets?
Yeah.
You're not quite the Nets.
I thought it was the Saints.
No, you're not the Saints. You are right now in I'm gonna give you a perfect team. I'm gonna think of a good one here. You're not the Titans. You're way better than Titans. You're better than them. You're not getting fired. You're not the Dolphins. I think you're Falcons level. That's who you are. You never know. You might pop off one week. And last week you got your lock of the week correct. You just went 5-8 somehow by picking every other game wrong. So I don't know. So like that's Drake London with 3 touchdowns and a loss. So you know, you're getting it done, Tone.
Shout out to the locks.
Shout out to the locks. We love the locks, and shout out to this. Starting it off, I forgot. I gotta hit this button all the time, guys. We're gonna start off Falcons going to London, ya blokes. Going out there, they lost to the Patriots last week, 24-23. They are taking on the Colts. Danny Dimes, close your eyes. It's awful. It's horrid. It's horrendous. Is he back to being awful? I don't know. But here's what I do know. Vegas doesn't believe it. The Colts also don't believe it because they said, we got our guy. You can have 2 firsts for Sauce Gardner, who, by the way, I got in our text chat, in our group text chat. We've had conversations, me and Darnell Jones, shout out Darnell, questioning, is Sauce Gardner good anymore? ? question mark actually happened way before the trade. We were watching the games and watching him get cooked. He allows, on average, a 110 passer rating on throws against them. Very interesting move from the Colts, but they believe in what they're doing. They sit at 7-2. Falcons right now at 3-5. And the Colts are favored by 6.5 after Dimes with 5 turnovers. Tony El Tigre in London. Who you got, mate?
You know, this is the Falcons are the most confusing team in the league because they can be great or they can be atrocious. And you know, it's tough to know which team you're gonna get out there sometimes. The Colts just lost the game against the Steelers, who are, the ultimate litmus test of whether you're a good or bad team. So
are the Colts now bad? Can I ask you a reverse question to this?
I feel like
too. Go ahead.
Okay. I won't say they're a bad team. What I'll say is, if you lose to the Steelers,
yeah,
you will not win the Super Bowl. But if you beat the Steelers,
yeah,
you have a chance of winning the Super Bowl.
Okay. So can I just ask you one more question?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Bengals beat the Steelers with Joe Flacco.
Yeah. Well, they have to make the playoffs to make the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay, just checking.
Yeah, you do have to make the playoffs in order to make.
So
the
if
Super
you
Bowl.
lose to the Steelers, you will not
0% chance.
0% chance.
Yeah, they're the litmus test.
They're the litmus test.
Yeah.
I wish. This is why
I will also say divisional.
we need I need a group. I need people. I need data people to look up immediately. Hey, has this ever happened? Have the Steelers ever beaten a team and have they won the Super Bowl? I don't know.
Well, I won't say ever. This is kind of more recent history.
Okay.
As the Steelers have been
Post Big Ben,
a staple of mediocrity.
Post Big Ben.
Yeah.
So interesting. So the Colts have no chance to win the Super Bowl.
Yes.
That's great filibustering. Who are you taking? Colts -6.5 versus the Falcons in this game. You still have to pick the game.
I just wanted to provide a little,
No, I appreciate it. I'm just Josh. I can pick first if you'd like.
No. I want to pick first. All right, so I'm going to.
No, I appreciate that, Tone, because sometimes you do come in and you don't give insight. And you don't have to do it all the time. But I respect what you said specifically this week because, to your point, yes, all jokes aside, losing to the Steelers the way they lost to them with Danny Dimes having that freaking look on his face was not a good sign. Do you know how bad it was? I chose that game as my 1 o'clock game because I was like, all right, I truly believe this Colts offense is great. However, I need to see it. And the Colts defense is still last in passing yards allowed.
That's crazy.
Yeah. By 20 yards. Well, they let up 340 technically, actually. So it actually makes sense.
Bro, it's
yards wise.
They're such an interesting team because
yeah,
they're good, but they played so many bad teams to really know how good they are. But the Falcons are another. Because here's the thing: they're either gonna blow the fuck out of them or they're gonna lose. So I'm gonna just go with they're gonna blow the fuck out of them. I don't.
You think the Colts would lose a close game in the? I don't think that at all.
I think that what they do for the most part is they either win these big ass games because once they get a lead,
that's just not true.
Once they get a lead,
I'm just trying to help you out. That's just not. I'm just because they beat the Broncos by 1.
Okay. Yeah.
They beat the Broncos by 1.
Yeah.
You should almost get 2 wins for that. They beat the we can argue if they're good or not, but they beat the Jacoby Brissett Cardinals by 4.
Yeah.
Beat the Chargers by 14. I guess that's a blowout. They actually lost to Steelers because they got blown the fuck out, to be honest.
Yeah.
I do get your point. I just think that I agree with your point in totality in other teams. For instance, they play the Chiefs soon. The Chiefs, they either need to blow out or they're going to lose that game close.
Yeah.
Not even that far. Let's go Lions. I would even say Lions. I don't know, man. You better get a lead because, you know what I mean? But against this Falcons team, there's some interesting components, though. So you're sorry I keep interrupting you.
No, I said the Colts.
You said the Colts, right?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to double check with. So here's some interesting things about the Falcons. The reason they're so up and down is because they truly believe this is going to sound wild. It's going to sound crazy. But this is me watching the Falcons and what they think of their team. This is what they believe. It's outrageous. They think that Penis Jr. is their best offensive player. And they think that him throwing it to Bijan, throwing it to London, and making that happen is their best path to win. This is absurd because 3 weeks ago, Tony, 3 weeks ago, Trace, 3 weeks ago, the Falcons, and this is why I love doing this because now I get to actually watch the trends. It's like watching the stock market, and you're like, wait a minute, how in the world? And we're gonna do this with basketball again too, so I'm excited because I know that's your forte, and that's kind of how this started, right? Like us podcasting together, but we watched all the games or as many as we could with basketball, but more specifically, you watch the trends. The Falcons were number 1 in the league in running the football. Number 1. You've Bijan Robinson. They're a little obsessed with the pistol. I like the pistol, but they kind of use it too much. They don't trust Bijan running downhill, which is weird to me because, okay, if he could run downhill and maybe he'll get you 2 yards and not 5, but he also can break off 70, which we've seen him do this season. Did it to the Bills. But the other thing about it, too, right now, the Falcons are 15th in running the ball. How did that happen, dude?
First of 15.
In 3 weeks is insane. It's ludicrous. I saw it happening against the Niners and against the 49ers. The big thing that happened in that game was they threw it 40 times. The 49ers spammed Christian McCaffrey because they were like, we're playing the number 1 pass defense in the league. Let's run the football. Falcons said, nope, we think we can throw the ball because they truly believe it was the Bills game, dude. It messed up everything. That game when they watched Penix do what he did. And by the way, that game, he was a little also sketchy at points, but they saw the explosive offense, forgot about the fact that Bijan had a 70-yard rushing touchdown in that game, and they said, we're a passing team. And it makes 0 sense. It's the sign of a badly coached team. I'm sorry, Raheem Morris. That can't happen. It can happen for a week. And it can be like, all right, they're not even, Bijan had 12 rushes last week in a 1-point game against the Patriots. 12 rushes. How does that happen? Like, there's no shot that Bijan Robinson isn't getting 20, 25 carries a game. And they're making him receiver. Now, he went out and he caught a one-handed catch, and that was cool. But the other problem with this is the Colts, they did just get a cornerback. They're trying to buff up their pass defense, and the Colts are top, I think, 5 in the league in sacks. If the Falcons were to play the way that they could play, you'd get a real interesting game. But one thing I do know, because even last week against the Steelers, they were doing it, the Colts are going to run the ball. They can believe in Danny Dimes, but they
believe in Jonathan.
They want him to do a lot of this.
What's the Falcons' run defense?
Bad, awful actually.
Okay.
I think they let up 100 yards to the Dolphins. Their run defense is the weakness of their team, which makes it even worse that they don't run the ball. Because when you're getting run on and you don't run, but you could, it's a bad recipe, man. I'm taking the Colts too. The Falcons are just schizophrenic enough for me to not make this a lock. And Danny Dimes also has now shown me he is, again, schizophrenic enough to not make it a lock. But I think they're going to win this game. And London as well. That could be weird. But I think that they're going to win this game. I don't know if I'm going to say they're going to blow them out necessarily. Well, I am. I picked them 6.5. I think that they're going to.
That's a touchdown. It's not a blowout.
I think they're going to win this game. I think they're going to win this game by 4. But I think there's a chance they blow them out because the Falcons' run defense is that bad. Albeit, their pass defense is number 1, so maybe, hopefully, we see Danny Dimes bounce back. My fantasy team would love it. But you know what? I think the Colts and my fantasy team are A-okay with a couple of Danny Dimes tush pushes, baby. Just get the ball in the end zone, make it happen. But yeah, I both got the Colts in that one. What's the path for the Falcons to actually win this game?
Like we said, they have their games where they play good and they play bad. I mean, obviously, if they're not utilizing Bijan, who at the start of the season was looking like 1A to Jonathan Taylor's 1B in regards to running backs, and well, James Cook was up there too, but he was up there in the top 3 for sure, arguably wherever you put them. But now, as you said, they haven't been running the ball quite as much, so. I mean, their path to winning is to run the ball.
Give their best player the football. I agree.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're going to do it.
And if Daniel Jones has another implosion against their
Possible.
highly ranked pass defense.
So if the Colts don't run the ball and you do.
Yeah, basically.
There you go.
But the Colts are going to run the ball for
Yes.
sure. That is their game plan.
That is what they're going to do.
They want
Now, the
Jonathan.
Falcons' defense, too, I mean, the Patriots throw the ball, too, but they did force a fumble on Drake May and a pick, and Drake May normally doesn't do that. Their pass defense is really, really – they shut down Josh Allen. Had Josh Allen looking crazy out there and only scoring 14 points. But they got to get into – it's so weird because – you know what helps out your pass defense? If you run the ball and then they have to throw the – it's just so badly coached right now. What's going on in Atlanta, it's weird. I don't like the vibes. And the problem is they keep almost winning, so now they're going to keep doing what they're doing. Now, that loss to the Dolphins, by the way, they were using Kirk Cousins, so obviously Penix also can't get hurt at any point. For them, it's obviously – and most starting quarterbacks, that's true. We don't want to see Anthony Richardson out there, so let's. I don't think he wants to be out there.
Probably not.
He's vibing right now.
He got his contract. He got his little rookie contract.
I don't even have to take myself out these games. They do it for me. So, Colts, we need to bounce back, man. We need them to bounce back.
I mean, this is. I mean, at the end of the day, this is. I feel like this is us still believing in them as a team. They haven't fully lost our belief in them yet. Now,
I think it was just a game. Was it?
Now if this starts becoming a trend, obviously
a trend. If this happens one more time, we're back to calling them trash, the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
Well, just him, just specifically that guy.
Yeah.
Because their schedule. There's a possibility. No, who do they play? I forget they play twice. Their division's so bad, so probably not. They're probably going to win.
I mean, they're going to win the division.
Yeah, they should.
Oh, the whole rest of it also sucks. So,
look, that Danny Dimes performance can't happen ever. I mean, it's going to happen some more, but you just don't want to see it.
I mean, they're just not going to make a deep playoff run. So, that's fine. Now, it would be fine if they didn't give up 2 first.
Yeah. Now it's not fine.
Yeah, they should have just vibed in. They would have been like kind of what the Seahawks are going to be, which is they're going to be like a first or second round exit. But the Seahawks gained a third round pick from trading Geno because they just signed Darnold in free agency, and now they're going to have their pick and they can build upon their success. The Colts, on the other hand, they're kind of in win now mode, which is dumb.
Yeah.
So
didn't even watch bro in a playoff game yet. They said, you know what, 2-1 sauce, gimme.
Yeah, that might be the worst trade of the deadline, in my opinion.
It was ridiculous. Second I saw it. Oh, and they traded a Donnie Mitchell. I forgot.
Yeah.
And a receiver. Here you go.
Yeah. I'm thinking of all the trades that happened. And
that was the worst one by far.
I'm just like, why did y'all just ruin the leverage that you could have for the future?
Yeah. Why did they ruin everything? Who knows? I don't know.
Good coach, bad GM.
You didn't even get a pass rush. You got a cornerback, bro. Last trade we saw for a secondary player like that. You remember who it is?
Was it CJ?
No.
Let me see. A cornerback.
Multiple ones?
Nah.
Blitz boy!
Jamal Adams. Yeah, I forgot that happened. Yeah, and he wound up doing nothing. He just happened to be there. Well, the Jets learned from that mistake.
Yep.
They were like, all right, let's get our 2-1s for this quarterback.
No, the Jets traded him to Seattle.
Oh, yeah, they did.
The Jets keep capitalizing, man.
Yeah.
They be getting these picks to not have nobody. Well, I mean, they got people. They keep having people. They're just the Jets.
Yeah.
And this is great because, this is awesome, man. I'm excited.
Oh,
Speaking of the Jets, here we are.
There they are.
Big win. Bye week. Huge win for them. I mean, the Jets are winning, man. They beat the Bengals, right? They beat the Bengals.
I forgot they won that game.
They did win that game, 39-38, coming from behind. Justin Fields' first career game winning in which the other team scores more than 20 points. That's when you just got to keep hold a straight face. You just got to execute. There's the execution there. We held it together. That was good. Good stuff. I think Tony felt like I was about to slam him. He didn't know how, but I got one in. Shout out Justin Fields, though. A big win. It only took the worst defense of all time for him to get it done. What's up?
Oh man.
Nah, this is the game of the week right here.
I just remember the post game interview where he was saying he was crying in the closet and shit. Because remember the GM or the owner or whoever was like, "Yo, you fucking suck."
Yeah.
He was like, even though we've had all these quarterbacks walk through this door, we haven't accomplished anything in like 15 years.
Yeah.
This quarterback right here is the reason we suck.
Yeah. It's hard to win games with this guy.
I'm like, it's hard to win games with every guy you guys bring.
That's true. But, I mean, statistically speaking, it is hard to win games with a quarterback who can't win if the other team scores more than 20. But that's no longer the case, as Justin Fields just did it last week.
It's also hard to win a game if you play for the Jets.
That's true.
So those two things combined
yeah,
are just not going to work.
Let's see. Darnold, Rodgers. Those guys are looking kind of good.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, Zach Wilson's still cooked, but I mean,
it takes a couple of years, man. It took Darnold a couple of years to recover.
Yeah.
Rodgers is old enough, and he had enough Packers years.
Yeah.
And he got to beat the Jets. He beat it out of them.
Yeah.
But shout out the Jets, man. They won the trade deadline, trading Sauce Gardner for 2-1s, trading Quinnen Williams for a second and a future one. People are like, oh, who knows if Aaron Glenn's going to be around to see it? Who cares? Aaron Glenn stinks.
He shouldn't be around.
Yeah, why should he be? I wonder how Aaron Glenn feels. He feels like a 1-9 coach should feel, like he's about to get fired. And that's just, it is what it is. And
yeah, they just running through them coaches, man.
Yeah. Now, I got to be honest, this might be game of the week, and this might be the toughest pick that we've had all week, and one of the toughest ones all season, because they are going up against the Cleveland Browns, Dylan Gabriel, Kevin Stefanski, and oh my gosh, if you have this game on cable and you don't have streaming services, I'm sorry, your 1 o'clock till 4 o'clock is going to be awful. They have something called methstreams.dad. Check it out so you don't have to watch this game. I think when I look at games like this, I like to wait until I'm really tired or I'm doing a lot of editing, maybe some sit-ups so I can like half watch. Like, oh, that Jets-Browns game, like what happened in that one? But I got to be honest, I'm locked in because this is fascinating. This is we got Dylan Gabriel. Why is he still here? Shador, back injury. Let me see what's up with Shador. I got to see that. Yeah, that was the recent report. Back injury, Shador Sanders.
Did he agree that was the case?
Who knows? He doesn't talk. He doesn't speak. I can't read sign. I can't read mimes. Yeah. I don't speak mime. I speak words. Look at this. ClevelandBrowns.com. Shador Sanders. Take a look back at Shador Sanders' football career from his day. That's from the Cleveland Browns official website.
Take a look back at his career.
Yeah.
His college career?
Yeah, that's what it said, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Let's see. I see an article. Will Jimmy Haslam pressure Stefanski to start Shador Sanders? He's a noob. He's kind of being goofy. He said something about, I don't know, injury. That's what I need. Injury. Yes. We're trying to figure out if Shador is hurt. I don't think he's playing. Yes, he's currently dealing with a back injury still. His status for next game is being evaluated. The exact cause is unclear. So there you go. Shador with a random back injury.
Yeah.
He will be active versus the Jets. That's a report, so there you go.
So he'll be sitting there right on the sideline.
Yeah.
Watching Dylan Gabriel.
We're one hit away, baby. Get Dylan Gabriel. Sorry, Mom. Get Dylan Gabriel the fuck off my television screen, dude. He stinks. And here you go, Tone. Good Lord. Jets minus 1.5.
Browns.
I'm also taking the Browns.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too difficult for me.
It wasn't very hard.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like
Jets favorite?
Yeah.
Now, here's the question, Tone. Couple of questions. How did the Jets win this game?
Justin Field actually uses his legs and runs away from Myles Garrett before Myles Garrett gets fucking.
He's got to know that Myles Garrett. He's got to know that Myles Garrett is coming, though. Do you think he's gonna realize it?
He's got to use his legs and run. You know.
Remember, he got 11 sacked 11 times one time.
Yeah, he did.
Against the Broncos.
He did.
He's helping the Broncos defense become generational, just like by himself.
So
he carried 11 sacks. That's 3 times their average. He cooked.
So you always say your thing with the bad team thing, but I think it's even simpler than that. The Browns have shown that they can be an elite defense against a bad team.
Yeah.
And they're not an elite defense if they play a good team. But if they play the Packers are whatever you think they are. But, whenever they play like a truly bad team, they cook them. And Judkins, even if Gabriel isn't that good, Judkins should be back in this game. And yeah,
Tillman's back.
Browns are gonna win.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna make this more difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that Browns are gonna win. The Jets' path to win. I mean, my gosh, it's a tough question. They don't have a defense now. Their offense. I mean. I guess they just need
They're tanking too.
Yeah, they're supposed to try to lose.
The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. The Jets need to lose this game. Here's the Jets' path to victory: losing 30-10. That's how the Jets win this game. Just lose. Just go out there and do what you were supposed to do and lose the game. Don't be dumb. Don't be silly. Just lose. Just keep losing, and then you'll win.
Yeah, this is
maybe. Probably not, but at least, yeah. Probably not in the future either, but
nah.
They got all the picks. My God, man, all the picks you could ask for.
Just for that.
They got a future Cowboys one. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
Colts one once it starts imploding.
Yeah. Now, Tony.
Yeah.
You said that no matter what. You didn't say no matter what, but you alluded to picking as your lock the team the Jets were going up against. The Jets are favored in this game.
Yes. I would like to see their options, but this is a heavy candidate for lock of the week.
All right. Well, you better pick soon because once I see my lock, I'm locking that in immediately the second it starts.
I mean, that'll just give me more time to still pick my lock.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you just have yours already.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to rush into it.
Understandable. Oh, man. Good Lord. This game right here. I mean, we got the Jags The Jaguars they won technically on the scoreboard, and the Jags this week are coming in as the 7 seed. So, do you believe in miracles? They beat the Raiders 30-29. Trevor Lawrence had 2 running. I can't. It was bad, dude. I just can't even try to. I can't give them. They were getting lit up by Geno Smith. I'm sorry. That's like, what do you want me to say? Like, their defense was trash, dude. And the fact that the Raiders were able to score 30, and then
they shipped him. They shipped him their receiver. They said, "Here you go.
Yeah, here you go. You need the help. We'll take the free stuff too. Thanks." You know that guy who didn't do anything against y'all because he didn't, because Brock Bowers did everything? You want him for a 4? You want him? Yeah, take him. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate you, dog. So, yeah, beating a team by 1 and then getting fleeced by him, not great. Maybe Jacoby Myers will make plays, but that relies on Trevor Lawrence completing passes, which I don't know if he can do that. They are going up against the Texans. The Texans team missing C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud got hurt in the second quarter of their last game against the Broncos. Texans season, they are right now 3-5 on the line. With C.J. Stroud is a concussion. So they have this game for the Texans, and then they get the Titans. So really, if they can band it together, and this would be a huge game as well. The Jags beat them last time. So if the Jags win, the Jags win, the Texans season's over. But if you beat the Jags, you then get rid of also the tiebreaker head-to-head. Things get interesting, and you're now 4-5 and kind of peaking up. This spread, Texans -1.5. Tony El Tigre, who you got?
Texans, Jags, Texans -10.5.
1.5. 10.5.
-1.5.
Good Lord.
And then, I meant 1.5. And then, wait, is he? Well, he's on concussion protocol, so
he's not playing this week.
So
he's out.
So Davis Mills.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the Jaguars, bro. Y'all gotta win this game. I'm sorry. If y'all don't win this game, y'all just fucking suck. Like, y'all actually suck. At least Geno is a starter quarterback, bro. You can't be losing to Davis.
Is Geno a starter?
He is the starting quarterback for the Raiders. He is at least the starter. And they did win the game. So I gotta assume that they'll beat a backup. Now, the Texans' defense is astronomically better than the Raiders' defense.
And the Jags' defense.
And the Jags' defense. But
because they let up 30 to the Raiders. So
I just must assume that they can beat a backup quarterback. I have to see Davis Mills win a game before I pick Davis Mills to win a game.
Understandable. I don't. I'm taking the Texans. That's free. You said the Jags might suck if they lose. They suck. Let me tell you. Watch them play enough. Don't care. Watched them 2 weeks ago, 35-7 against the Rams. Coming off of a bye week. They beat the Raiders in overtime by a point, and that happened because Geno Smith threw the ball that got bad at the line of scrimmage for a 2-point conversion to win. They didn't stop him. They didn't score to like take the lead. It was a 2-point conversion that got blocked by Dalvin Hamilton. I don't think Dalvin Hamilton is that big of a difference maker. I'm sorry. And I just don't think – I think the Jags stink. The Texans are at home. The Jags already beat the Texans. So I'm going with the split. I think bad teams, teams split. And I like what the Texans have been doing recently. You know what, man? I want to say they fought with the Broncos, but the Broncos only beat the Raiders by 3. So, I don't know. They're all around the same realm. In a different universe, this Texans team is the Broncos, and they're 8-2, I guess. This is what I'm saying, watching all these teams play each other. But I like the Texans in this game. I just think that we're trending to a Trevor Lawrence disaster game where he fully establishes who he is. And I think it was close last week. What you didn't see was the Jags would have been up by a ton, but and Jags Raiders in the second quarter was 0-0, with about 5 minutes left. And I was like, how did that happen? You know what I mean? Because I'm like, all right, their defenses aren't good. How are they not scoring? And those are the games I find compelling to rewatch. The reason it didn't happen was because on the 1 yard line, Trevor Lawrence threw a pick.
Yeah,
So
happens sometimes for him.
I know. Oh, I know.
Yeah,
And that's why I'm taking Davis Mills. Davis Mills, go out there, don't throw picks, and I think Trevor Lawrence and this team will give you this game. And the Texans know they need it. They CJ Stroud, they know they need to win this game. And I think that they believe if they get CJ Stroud back, they could make the playoffs. Because I kind of do think they can make the playoffs if they win this game, because you get the Titans next. Now, I don't think they will, because I think they have the Chiefs built. They have tough teams down there. But I think from a mentality standpoint, I think the Jags have been just teetering for a while, and I think the Texans are just playing better than them. I think that's why they're favored, and I'm taking them. I like the Texans, man.
There you go.
Is that our first split? That's our first split.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is. And we don't have to do how's the other team gonna win, because we both picked the other team to win. I think it's possible that each team wins this game. Give me the Texans, though.
There you go.
Shakingly. Oh, boy. I'm frustrated. This game, I'm a little frustrated by it. We got the Bills. The Bills coming off of a absolute not a beatdown, but kind of a beatdown of the Chiefs, where they won by 7. They were up by 2 scores at one point, but, the Chiefs, voodoo, magic, 3 Super Bowl, all that stuff coming into play. But the Bills still win the game by 7 points. Their number 2 pass defense helped Mahomes to 19 missed passes. They had James Cook go off for 100 rushing yards. Josh Allen played great as well, only missing 3 passes. And they are going up against the GM-less Miami Dolphins. Mike McDaniel still here, still hanging on, still kicking it.
He will not be fired, at least by the end of the season. They have announced that.
Yeah. Trying to give the next GM a chance to see if he wants to keep around the dumpster fire of what's happening here, because McDaniel's a good offensive coach sometimes. However, last game, apparently not sometimes. 28-6, they lost to the Ravens defense that can't do anything.
Yep.
Huh?
Say yep.
Oh, yep. So that's that. Bills, it is in Miami. Bills favored -9.5. I'll go first. I'm taking the Bills. It's pretty easy, pretty obvious. I don't really know. The Dolphins actually suck. Like, I watched them play the Ravens, and they're at the point of bad where it's not even fun anymore, because, like, the players are just giving up. And they're like, we don't really care, bro. Like, y'all are going to laugh at us anyway. So, like, what's the point? They fumbled the ball twice. Scoring 6 points on the Ravens is crazy. They had no physicality this game, where they showed some against the Falcons. They're like, all right, that was all we had. We don't care. We're back to not caring. And it was a Thursday night game. They're like, we're hurt. Yeah, we're banged up. And this dude's stuttering every time he talks to us. So what do you want us to do? And then this guy, he's blaming us for not coming to practice when he doesn't go to practice. What the hell is that? So not great. But I'm taking the Bills. Pretty easy. Tony El Tigre, who you got?
These two teams played earlier in the season, and there was a big spread, and the Dolphins covered the spread.
Do you remember?
The Bills.
Okay.
But I just wanted to add that part there.
Do you remember the spread? I can tell you the spread.
It was like -16 or.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
And the Bills won by 10. So,
well, if it's it's within single digits technically, because it would have to be 10, but it's technically within single digits.
What?
So I'm not touching, because it's 9.5.
Yeah.
So if they won by 10, then
they would still have covered the spread. That was the Tyreek Hill Dolphins too.
Oh yeah, that was the Tyreek Dolphins.
So you're taking the
taking the Bills. I want to add that before, so it doesn't sound like I'm going around the bend for my answer. I'm just adding extra context. The Bills are my pick. However, they did cover the spread last time, and when they asked Mike McDaniel why they lost the game, he said because He said,
Well, you know, when you can't lose, when you can't win, you lose.
Yeah, talk about a fake Socrates. You know, we lost because the other team won. Like, all right, thank
Yeah.
you.
That's not even fake. There's no effort in that. You're not even trying.
Yeah, there's no philosophy there.
That's nothing compared to what did he say, bro? What was the one you posted today?
Was it yesterday? Yesterday
You
was,
live life going forward, but I don't even know. He cooked me with that one.
bro. I was like, all right. That time I was really like, all right, he really did too much this time, bro.
He had a point though. I liked
talking
it.
about.
He had a point.
He always has a point.
Yeah. Mike McDaniel, again, you call him the fake. Mike McDaniel often does not have a point.
That's true.
He often has said nothing. And when he does have a point, I mean, it's normally not a good one. I think the smartest thing he said was one day closer to death because he's almost out of there, bro. Sweet release. Get him out, bro.
Hey, look. Also, I remember I compared him to Missoula one time, and you were like, "Don't compare him to him." I remember Missoula and Jaylen Brown had a conversation one time. They were like, "If we ever got into a fight, I would kill you. I would have to kill him." And then Jaylen Brown said the same. They were like, "Yeah, we just have to kill each other." He was like, "No, I would kill you." These dudes are more similar in thought.
See, Mike McDaniel's talking about death. Missoula's talking about killing.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
There's a difference.
Yeah. Shout out to them, though.
Yeah, I guess. I still don't like the comparison. Still think it's trash. Can't lie to you.
Nah.
Hate that you brought it up.
Nah, I like it. In terms of personality, I think it's similar.
I just don't. I've never seen Missoula stutter like bro has. He's very straight to the point, and he'll actually
Maybe a little. You feel me? Just right to the point.
Yeah, exactly. Right at it.
Yeah.
I wonder where he learned that from.
There you go. There you go. Shout out Ime.
Oh man, yeah, it's time to. Anyway, path for the Dolphins to win. As if
they had a path.
Yeah, let's pretend.
They put more points on the board than the Bills. That's how they win the game. That's what he says. He said that's how they win the game.
The Dolphins have the number 12 pass defense in the league, so they have to hope that the Bills don't run the ball with James Cook ever, which I hope that James Cook. Also, he's questionable right now. I need him to play. But they have to hope that James Cook doesn't touch the football. They have to hope that Josh Allen has 2 turnovers, and they need to run the ball effectively on this Bills defense because the Bills pass defense is very good, but their run defense is weak. The Dolphins can run the ball.
A-Chain is very good.
He is.
But the second the ball gets out of A-Chain's hands, anything can happen.
Yeah. And 2 of those things, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Yeah, and 2 of them will probably happen.
Yeah, more often than not.
2 of them.
2 of them. But yeah, I think the Bills roll. I'm close to making this my lock of the week. But I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm not going to. Not yet.
You will not.
Hey, man, I'm giving you 10 other chances because once it gets to that one, I'm starting off with lock of the week. I'm not even kidding. So you better pick because I'm not giving it up.
I still got time.
You do. There's plenty of time.
I
You
don't
can
want
wait
to
till the
do
end.
it. Yeah, that's
You
what
can
I'm gonna do.
relook at it. I'm just telling you that there's one lock I'm not giving you. So just consider all the options. You know what I mean? And pick whichever one other lock you think is the best.
Okay.
Maybe we should do that from going forward. The person who who does the games, we'll just switch it every week like we've been doing, and then the other person just gets first dibs on lock of the week. You know what I mean?
Can do that.
To make it fair. because that happened with you last week and it worked, and I wanted mine, and I like.
You shouldn't even want to pick that one.
Doesn't matter. Not the point. That's the principle of the thing. Coming up, this game is real interesting, real compelling. We get the Patriots. Drake May has been on fire. Even the last game, little on and off still. 8 straight games with 200 passing yards and 100 passer rating. So I just need the Herbert people to realize that like Drake May is doing what Herbert has done, but just better, and they're winning games. And this is what we're talking about. Drake May has been amazing so far this season. Actually does it with, Stephon Diggs, I guess, is their best receiver, but kind of not. With Butte and...
Bro, everybody's their best receiver.
Everyone is. That's true because they have Drake May throwing them the ball,
He spreads the love.
Yep, McDaniels has been great for them this season. They used Jennings in over Stevenson, who's been hurt, and he didn't fumble the ball, so I guess that's improvement. Defensively, I saw this too. They are, I think, 6th in points allowed. They're up there in points allowed too. Very good defensive unit, obviously. Vrabel, so he's doing his job. We've seen other defensive coaches not do their job, Dan Quinn. So he actually performing. That's impressive. Going up against the Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay coming off of a bye, 1 o'clock game. This is the go-to 1 o'clock game. Check this one out. But yeah, Baker, it's just 5 come from behind wins, but they haven't looked great all season. They're coming off of a game against the Saints in which they won 23-3. But I just got to be honest with you, specifically because it's the Saints, that's actually more a detriment. You got to beat them. You got to put 40 up on, at least 30. And the offense did not look good at all in that game. Baker looked off. He looked rushed still. Their offensive line looks like it's in tatters right now. He has just no time to throw the ball. I remember the game before that, 24-9 loss to the Lions. We just saw J.J. McCarthy carve up the Lions defense with a kind of equally bad offensive line. And if you want to say they don't have Jettas, he has a Buka. Throw a Buka the football. Love of God, man, please. Get him the ball. We need a Buka to be back. But yeah, Bucks at home. The Bucks favored by 2.5. Tony El Tigre, who you got?
I'm picking the Patriots. I don't know why the Bucks are favored.
Me neither. Very confusing stuff.
That's crazy.
That's wild, right? Like, what have they done to be favored over the Patriots? I'm not really sure.
You didn't say lock of the week, so that's definitely up there in consideration for me. So you said you're going to start it with lock of the week.
Yes.
So it's not this one. So
you're considering it for lock of the week?
Yeah, the Bucks aren't winning this game, bro. Well,
I think they could. I don't think they will, but I wouldn't. I'm not locking it.
And then Baker got to do that bounce back. He got that bounce back for that. He's still missing players. Like Ibuka's still the only receiver out there.
Still no Bucky.
Bucky's still hurt. At some point it was gonna catch up to them.
Yeah,
he was doing a lot with nobody.
He was.
That's why we were looking like, damn, he might be the MVP
100%.
until he stopped doing stuff with the people that aren't there, because now teams are realizing, all right, Bucky Irving is just good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their defense isn't great. The Buccaneers defense isn't great. The Patriots defense is really good. And Drake May has been in high conversation for MVP. I think he's like 3rd in MVP odds right now, behind Mahomes and Josh Allen. So, Drake May has been having a phenomenal season, and I don't believe in the Buccaneers defense too much. So, yeah, I'm going with the Patriots.
Yeah, I agree. Drake May right now is 2nd in MVP odds. He just jumped Mahomes, plus 400. Still don't know how Josh Allen is plus 175. Don't really understand it. They just want it to happen. And to round out your top 5, it is Matthew Stafford plus 600, Baker Mayfield plus 1,600.
Yeah, I don't know why Baker's 5th right now. There's definitely a couple people they could put over him. Obviously him, but
Who are you talking about?
Mr. Eagle.
Mr. Eagle. I don't know a quarterback named Mr. Eagle or an MVP. Socrates.
Yeah. Socrates could be in that conversation. Darnold could be in the conversation. He's been playing well. Jonathan Taylor could be up there. I just think there's a couple other players.
I just think it's interesting because you brought up Socrates, Jalen Hurts, and you look at the MVP odds. It's Josh Allen, Drake May. Okay, I don't understand the Josh Allen thing. Whatever. But sure, he gets a lot of tush-push touchdowns, and now they're cool, I guess. I don't know. Josh Allen has more tush-push touchdowns this year than Jalen Hurts. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw that stat.
Isn't that interesting?
Eagles Post.
And they voted to ban it because it's unsafe.
The Bills voted to ban it.
Yes. Now, these other guys, though, on the list, Patrick Mahomes, plus 425, Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield. Do you know what they all have in common this season?
They have less wins than Socrates.
Not less wins. He beat them all on the field. So I don't understand it. Whatever. I don't know. We'll play Josh Allen week 17. Probably win. Get no credit. Who knows? Who cares? Moving on. Yeah, I don't really understand why the Bucs are favored. It's weird, especially with no Bucky Irving. They don't really have an edge. I'm trying to think anywhere. Even with Ibuka, and I got to play him, right? He's on my fantasy team. But what scares me about this game, the Patriots are very good stopping passing. Now, they did let Drake London get 3 touchdowns, but Ibuka and London, way different players. London's more of a physical, just jump ball player. Ibuka's more of a route runner. And the issue is the Patriots, Christian Gonzalez has been back for a couple of weeks, and it's changed, obviously, their whole defense, having him be their shutdown corner, a former All-Pro, and you wonder if they just say, hey, I don't think they normally have him just manned up like that. But anytime it's like, all right, Gonzalez on Ibuka, where else are they going? I guess Tez Johnson, but the Patriots' pass defense is really, really good. Again, we saw them against the Bills play very, very good football. Even last week when the Falcons were getting touchdowns on them, they forced 15 incompletions. So they're also the number 1 run defense in the league. I just remembered that the Patriots are.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. Nah, they're
They might just be the best defense in general. It sounds like they're up there.
I'd go Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos up there for sure.
I'd go Broncos and Texans. The Texans don't have an offense, so it's like I haven't most of the year.
Yeah.
The Patriots do have Drake May, who's just scoring points, and scoring points makes it easier to play defense because then you get to less run attempts, I guess. But number 1 in run defense, that's nothing. That's real.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they've been blowing teams out, but it's not like they haven't played. They played the Bills, actually, the number 1 run offense in the league. Very interesting stuff going on. But yeah, I think the Patriots win this game. What is the path for the Buccaneers to win?
The early season heroics that Baker Mayfield had, because when we remembered, every game that he won was a clutch up win. Yeah. So at the start, so he was looking like the most. But as you made a whole video about the Broncos on your YouTube page, Lumia Sports Podcast.
Shout out.
You
check us out. Check out the playlist.
You talked about how the Broncos. Is it sustainable to win a game by 3 points every game?
Well,
and the Buccaneers have now shown that is not a sustainable outcome. Obviously,
now in fairness, can I just say that's not sustainable for the Bucs? We don't know about the Broncos yet.
Well, we saw with the Vikings of 2 years ago, not the ones last year, but
the Kirk Cousins ones.
Yeah, the Kirk Cousins ones were like every single game.
The
entire season that they won was. I know they had Kirk Cousins, but it's just not sustainable to win every game close.
Yeah.
Even when it came down to it with the Chiefs last year.
Damn.
They did go all the way.
You're cooking. You're cooking.
Until the Super Bowl.
Until they didn't.
So It was I mean, it was sustainable all the way until it wasn't. But still,
Yeah, they did go 18-1, but I get your point.
yeah. But they also have a at very least top 5 quarterback ever. Like I would put him easily in the top 3. But at the very least,
He's
they have
top 3 for sure.
So
him, Montana, Brady. Can't really argue that.
Yeah. So they have a top 3 quarterback ever, and one of the best coaches ever, a top 3 coach ever, potentially. So they're top 5 at least. So
5, I'll give you. Sorry, Andy Reid Eagles.
Okay, so top 5 coach ever, wherever we want to put these people.
Yeah.
They have all-time great talent with them, like still in their prime. So, the Broncos don't quite have that. And the Buccaneers, I say all that to say.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers had that going
I had to
on.
look and remember what preview we were
Yeah. So the Buccaneers started off that way until they didn't, and now they've been losing games ever since. So.
All right.
So I'm going. So yeah, the way for the Buccaneers to win this game is if they bring that magic back.
Only path they haven't been great at pass defense this year, but the path to me is just getting to Drake May. But even last game, I mean, he was sacked 6 times against the Falcons, and even then he still ended up kind of further breaking a record. So he's been great this year, and I just don't know if Baker has been great in his own right, but these last couple games not as good, and they're going to need to put fireworks to keep up with this team. I just don't know if they can do that with the Patriots and what they've put on the field. Hey, I'm stunned that the Bucs are favored though, so we'll take it.
It is pretty crazy.
All right, here we go. Giants. The Giants. Going up.
It was a time.
Huh?
I said it was a time.
It was a time.
I miss 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. I'm having fun now. What are you talking about?
We
got dudes with pants around their ankles. What do you mean the vibes? The vibes are right there. They're still there.
Just in a different way.
Yeah.
Pants around your ankles are crazy.
It's crazy. For those who don't know, quarterback Deontay Banks was reportedly in the locker room. He left early when the reporters came in with his pants around his ankles. They also another thing they said was the kicker was bragging about their kicks in pre-games, and he missed a field goal during the game, and he wanted to bring up his work ethic.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Confusing times with the Giants. That's what happens when your coach is crying, and not in a good way.
Yeah. It's like when Tomlin was crying. But they bounced back a couple weeks later.
He was crying though. He was really.
How dare they fucking start Flacco, bro?
You had a point. I mean, Flacco's out there throwing for 500 yards. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like, y'all couldn't just let him sit there, bro? What the freak are you doing? But they're going up against the Bears. Chi-Town, the Chicago Bears, end up beating Joe Flacco and the Bengals 47-42. Colston Loveland, late second touchdown. This is going to be not tough, but tough. And you'll see what I mean by that, guys, because the Bears had tons of chances to lose that game. Their defense is kind of ripped to shreds. Still don't believe in Caleb after that game. Having watched it, I'm still like, I don't know, man.
Bengals.
Exactly. And they ran for 300 yards in that game. However, the Giants' defense also sucks, and their defensive coordinator, no one likes. So this game, very interesting one. Even though one team statistically is 5-3 and in the playoff race, and the other is 2-7. And again, it's hard to walk with your pants around your ankles. Bears minus 3.5. Did I pick the last one first, or did you? I forget.
I remember. I mean, I can go first. That doesn't matter.
All right. Sure, you go first. I don't care. Who you got, Tony L. Tigre?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bears. You know, I keep not picking the Bears. Yeah. I can consistently not pick the Bears, and every time I don't pick them, they cover. They are playing some bad teams, and
Dog shit.
I think that, and I keep thinking they're on that bad level with them, but they're a step above these bad teams.
A literal step.
And I'm gonna treat them with the respect that they're a step over these bad teams, especially as
This
the
is
Giants.
fucked up, Tone. Hold up. Time out. No, keep going. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Especially
Intrusive thoughts.
especially as the Giants have been imploding. You know, they lost, Cam Scatterbo obviously a couple weeks ago, and
Yeah, their soul.
yeah, and now they lost. They lost last week, and against the 49ers, who had also been struggling a little bit, but I'm gonna pick the Bears. It's more so because I keep not picking the Bears, and they keep proving me wrong. So I will pick the Bears.
You're honestly terrifying me. That entire take made me not want to pick the Bears because, well, you said a couple of things. You said respect. So I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Bro, they keep covering these spreads, which they might not cover every spread, but they are covering all these spreads.
They let up 2 touchdowns to the Bengals in under 2 minutes.
They did.
I'm also picking the Bears. When you say respect, I guess we'll be on the same bridge, and I'll just watch it collapse with you because now we don't owe the Bears any respect. That's why
I owe them. You've been picking them.
I have been picking them.
You don't owe them respect.
Yeah, I actually get them right.
I do because I picked the Saints.
You need to
that's
respect
disrespectful.
Yeah, that is
I
bad.
picked the Saints.
And the Raiders.
I picked the Raiders.
Yeah.
I picked
Who did you pick?
I
The
picked
Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yeah, the who's who of trash.
I
You
picked
picked all of them to beat.
It's a cover a spread.
We both picked the Cowboys, and that's when I realized. You just had to realize it then. As soon as they beat, I was like, you know what, man?
Yeah.
You know what?
They're bad, but they're not trash. So if they're playing a worse team, especially this is only 3.5. Like I think they're gonna beat them by 3.5.
I'm just gonna give you some advice, and when I say this, it's not like how do I put this, right? Like, I mean, some things you just gotta be able to look past when you're picking these games. And trust me, I'm right there with you sometimes. Caleb Williams' fingernails are just one of those things you just got to ignore. You just got to be like, I don't care. I watch him out there play the game, and I'm like, why does he have a different color every week? It's kind of manic. It's not what you want.
I have not mentioned this man's fingernails one time.
But you don't pick him to win the games. So who's really the bad guy? I'm trying to help you out, Tony.
I picked him this week.
There you go.
You know what? If he decided blue for the Giants, if that's how he goes about it,
you're wrong. That's not how he goes about it. See, you don't even watch. That's why you think you should respect them, but you also don't pick them. They are correctly right. I correctly in my brain know exactly who they are. Their team has an extremely talented quarterback who paints different fingers, different colors.
How we leave that?
What else am I supposed to say?
Because I thought there was like a follow-up or something.
I just want you to think about that for a second.
Yeah.
I watched him on one hand have a black fingernail, other hand orange fingernails as he's freaking out because, I'm just saying, like, what do you want me to do?
Hey, shout out to the Bears, man. They 5-3. They are beating
About to be 6-3, I think.
Yeah, they should, hypothetically. We both picked them to be 6-3.
I'm just saying it's to say you should respect the Bears when this actually does happen. I wouldn't go quite that far.
I need to respect
Yes,
them.
you do. I pick them to win. I'm picking them to win again. I just know who they are. I'm full. They can, and again, they've played, I think, the worst teams in the NFL this year.
Yeah. I respect them to beat the worst teams.
They're starting to do it. Cowboys, put them up there. They suck. They lost to the Cardinals. Cowboys, Raiders, Saints, Bengals. Bengals defense is the worst unit of all time. And then what else I'm leaving out? Giants right now. Damn, they've played the Cowboys defense and the Bengals defense. That's insane. And the Raiders defense.
Let's see who else they have played.
I'm telling you. They lost to the Lions 52-21. That wasn't great. They lost to the Vikings week 1, 27-24.
Trying to do this in a way I can't see.
Yeah.
The rest of it because I like the surprise.
Oh.
Oh, they're tied with the Lions. That's crazy. Let me see. They lost to the Ravens. I think that's why I didn't respect them against the Bengals.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we beat them.
But, I mean, yeah, that's valid.
And then they beat Washington. That was the other bad team that they beat. But they beat Washington by a point.
They've played all
And
the
they beat
worst
the Raiders
defenses in the
by a
league.
point.
Yeah.
Shit, we're up there with worst defenses, and
That's true. Damn.
They only put up 16 against us. Our defense has actually been coming alive recently.
That's what I've been saying.
Hasn't been as bad as it started off.
It's not complete dog doo-doo.
Not like it was.
What is the path for the Giants to win this game? Pull up your pants. Wipe the tears. It's just some suggestions. Some food for thought. Just think about it, Giants.
I mean, the thing is, Dart has proven in like every game that he is an explosive player. They chuck the ball downfield. He runs.
They don't do that anymore.
Oh,
they
stopped
didn't do
doing
that last week.
But he runs.
Yeah.
He uses
uses his head for sure.
Uses his legs very frequently. They're able to put up a lot of points. So and the Bears defense isn't very good. So I definitely think that in order for the Giants to win, it'll just have to be a shootout. I don't think they win a low scoring game. I think they win a high scoring game. Because that means some sort of containment, and I don't think that Jackson Dart has that in his repertoire yet.
The Giants' path to winning this game is to get Caleb to have a couple turnovers, have a clean game from Dart, have a healthy game from Dart.
Oh yeah, he got to be healthy.
He's got to be healthy. He can't miss any plays, dead ass. Because then Russell's coming in there, and it should be Jameis, but it will be Russell. For some reason, and to get pressure on the Bears, right? To get that pass rush, which I heard all this noise about. I don't see him doing anything any week ever, but I heard a lot. I mean, they did do stuff against the Joe Altless Herbert team, but the Titans had six sacks against them, so that doesn't matter now. And yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. I just think the Bears are just going to come out here and run the ball all over them because the Giants are bad at everything defensively somehow. Just pretty amazing stuff. And I think they're going to have just enough of aggression to slow down the Giants with some early possessions. And the Bears, I like it 3.5.
Yeah, not too high to really be too worried about them. But the Giants can keep games close for sure. So
I borderline want to make this my lock, but I can't lock in the Bears, and I already have my lock. So
yeah,
if it was my lock, you'd already known. Where's the easy
I
button? Is
know.
the easy button near you? We're getting close.
I don't know. It's your button,
It
buddy.
is my button. I'm all over the place, man. I'm just a mess of papers and articles and is it over there? Do you see it? Like literally on the table? I forgot. I know you can't see. So no button.
Over here.
Where'd my button go, man? I lost my easy button. All right, hold up. I'm gonna try to find my easy button.
See a speaker? That's the
Yeah, we don't want
to
that.
an easy button I got.
We're looking for the easy button. I found it.
There you go. I think I'm 2-0 on my locks in the easy button era.
In the easy button there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't hit the easy button last time, and that's why it didn't work. Here it is. The easy button, we found it. You have to hit this whenever there's a lock, and only when there's a lock. So don't touch the button. And we're coming up. We're getting close. Okay. Coming up, Lamar Jackson came back. against the Vikings. Move this over a little bit. Sorry. Against the Vikings. Big win. He came back against the Dolphins. My bad. They won the game 28-6. Unfortunately, we didn't have the picks ready at the time. I was going to pick the Ravens to win this game. Didn't get to. It's fine. Whatever. It's cool. Because the Dolphins are just awful. But they're going up against a team this week, and their defense has been improved. We'll get into all that. They're going up against a team this week, not awful. The Vikings come in this game having just beaten the Detroit Lions 27-24. Clutch win. J.J. McCarthy came back, and he looked really, really good against that Lions team. It was in Detroit as well. Very impressive. The Vikings are at home for this game. And the Ravens are favored -4.5. I'm not doing that, but I am taking the Ravens. The Ravens, I'm taking them to win the game 4.5. Am I nervous? Absolutely. But they keep beating these teams that are middling. They've beaten bad teams. I guess they haven't beaten a middling team. They beat the Browns, the Dolphins, the Bears. They have beaten a middling team, the Bears, that I would say is equal to the Vikings. And they did it with Tyler Huntley. I just think that right now their defense is playing at a high level. I don't think they're going to stop the Vikings, but I think they're going to do enough to slow them down in certain aspects. Aaron Jones, they were spamming him last game against the Lions, and I think he ended up getting hurt. I was watching the game I should go pick up Aaron Jones. And then, because I had him on my team and then dropped him because he wasn't playing. And then around the third quarter, he was out after all those catches and runs. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not doing that because that's chalked. The team's just injury prone right now. Their offensive line a little beat up. J.J. McCarthy, we don't know if he's going to play series from series. So I'm taking the Ravens. I like Lamar. Flores is going to blitz. Flores is going to have an impressive defensive plan. That's fine. Big if, but if they just run the ball with Henry a little bit, the Vikings are very bad at stopping the run. That could be the difference. So give me the Ravens, -4.5 on the road. Tony doesn't make this selection because he's a Ravens fan. I think he's a Ravens fan. But any quick insights you got on this team, on Doc Harbaugh turning it all around for the Ravens, and now they're just 2 games back of the division, about to make the playoffs.
I hate it.
Were you wrong about Glenn?
I hate it. I don't like it.
What don't you like?
I just want us to just go on and be bad so we can just...
I need you to talk to the mic.
I wanted us to just go on.
With your chest, sir.
And be bad so that way we could get a high pick and, hopefully, I'm about to call him Doc. Fucking John Harbaugh gets fired because he is the main problem on the team, in my opinion.
Should have called him Doc.
Doc Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Just because
I need a doctor.
I believe that we're just not gonna get anything far with him as our head coach. So at this point, I would just like a nice pick and a new coach. So, but we're definitely in fighting chance to win the division. The Steelers are always going to be right there, They're
going to go 9-8.
They're going to get there. They're going to finesse their winning record, and then they're going to finesse their winning record. So, if we go over that at all, then obviously we get it. So then we'll win the division. So because I don't believe in the Bengals at all, and the Browns are cooked. So
yeah, The one thing you forget is if we have a bad record and a high draft pick, I'm going to lose my job, Tony. I can't lose my job, Tony. So
honestly, he'll find another one.
It's not about finding another one.
People like John Harbaugh.
You're forgetting the point. It's not about finding another one. It's about losing this one at this moment for Doc Harbaugh. Someone else has to be to blame. And he found that person to blame. And by the way, offensive coordinator Munkin stepped up recently. I like the plays they were calling, but it's the Dolphins and they suck. But
yeah, awful defense.
But the defense has gotten better.
No, I mean the Dolphins.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. But also, as counter argument, the defense has gotten better. So
It has.
Glenn, he found his foam finger and he toys, get those toys higher. Zach, step it up on defense. Monkey, what are you doing on offense? Step it up on offense. And the Ravens have turned it around. He's blamed the right people. And what do you want me to do? Like, we can laugh. We can say it doesn't work. Giannis right now is like MVP of the league because Glenn Harbaugh is pointing out all the other players who stink. Right? He's like, Kuzma, play some. Kuzma, you're not going to get on the court if you don't play defense. And the Ravens are climbing back. You know what? We can look at it how we look at it, but there's a certain level of sustained success that Glenn Doc Harbaugh has just elicited in these teams. He's like, this is the culture. You listen to me, and you're the problem. And it works. I don't. What do you want me to? What do you want me to do? It just. I can argue with it. I can disagree with it. It doesn't make sense to me. But the toys are gone, and suddenly the defense is better. The offensive coordinator was blamed, and now Lamar is healed, and it's just all cool. I don't. And I'm taking them.
Honestly, bro, us winning that game with Huntley is really fucked everything up.
It truly ruined the season. Lamar was going to be very content not playing anymore. He was like, oh, we're bad? Finally. I can just sit out and watch the dumpster fire. And especially with Glenn, we missed it. We didn't even get to talk about it. Glenn's masterful move. Masterful. Marking. Yeah, I think Lamar's going to play.
Yeah.
He's excited. He looks good out there. To where we find out he wasn't even practicing. He wasn't even in practice. But he's going to tough it up. He's a tough guy. He's the best quarterback of all time. He knows we need it. He's going to go out there and play. And Lamar's like, Coach, my hammy is, sorry, Mom, fucked up. So I can't play. I'm not going to risk my career for you. I'm not going to be your Joe Alt, Coach. And,
not going to be your Joe Burrow neither.
Yeah. And he wasn't. And yeah, that messed up everything. That messed up, now they're going to go make the playoffs. And as they make the playoffs, people are going to be like, and you thought Glenn was a bad coach? Like,
it's the problem is Lamar because he can't throw.
Yeah.
Then the treadmill continues. The hamster
We
wheel.
are here on the cycle. It's Super Bowl contenders. This is the top. Super Bowl contenders. Terrible. Losing a bunch of leads, right? The bottom of it is blame somebody, get better, Super Bowl contenders. We're here. We're like at the left. We're inching closer to Super Bowl contender status. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Ravens earlier in this year, they're minus 12 in this game. So I'm getting great. I'm telling you that's what they would have been. Not what they are, but what they would have been. Against the Vikings, they're at least minus 10. I'm telling you right now. Minus 4.5 against J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings we saw those spreads earlier. It's really low. And I started taking the free ones. They had them favored over the Texans with Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
And they covered it, but they were a touchdown favorite over the Bears with Huntley. So I think there's a lot of respect they're giving to the Vikings. I'm gonna pick the Ravens though. I'm riding the wave, baby. And right when they're Super Bowl contenders, I'll be right back with you chilling, talking about how he sucks. But right now, you don't even know their schedule. It's gonna get worse too. They play the Browns, they play the Browns, the Jets, I think. The Bengals coming up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Schedule gets.
You guys might be 7-5. Turn around, look, and we just keep fighting, boys. We might have a home playoff game. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be awful? This trash-ass team had a home playoff game and then lost, and then they blame Lamar and not Harbaugh. I feel like that's exactly where we're headed to.
Bro, it's what happens.
Not a home playoff
year.
game against Patrick Mahomes, bro.
See, the problem is
The Bills are the 5 seed right now. Not a home playoff game against Josh Allen, dude.
See, the problem.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Man.
He already showed he could score 41.
All the Ravens fans know. I feel like the Ravens fans understand that Harbaugh is the problem. It's just outside of Ravens fandom. You can't see that hard because you pay less attention to the coaches and whatnot. You look at the on the on field talent a little more.
Players play, coach.
Exactly. So you feel me? They look at Lamar was ass, and it's like. I don't care. I've argued it for long enough. I don't care no more, bro. That's why I'm just like, bro, can we just end this cycle?
Nope, we're going to get there so we can watch Lamar be ass again.
Yeah.
That's where we're headed to.
Yep, and then Lamar sucks. And at this point, I'm going to just...
He is ass in the playoffs,
I'm going to just let
fair.
people cook.
But he's not the problem. But he is ass in the playoffs.
I'm going to just let people cook.
Yeah.
I'm going to just let you cook. There's nothing I can even say. I'm not about to rebut this just for us to lose in the playoffs again. I don't care that fucking much, bro. Yeah. I fought it long enough.
Lamar is ass in the playoffs. So is Mark Andrews. So was Justin Tucker. So is the defense. So is Zay Flowers.
So is everything.
And you know the coach is only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless he's got Ray Lewis and God. It's pretty tough for Harbaugh out here, man. Ray Lewis, God, or 4 Hall of Famers.
There you go. Need the 4 Hall of Famers, yeah.
Yeah, they only got a couple. They only got, what, Lamar and Henry? Yeah, they need like 2 more of them.
Yeah. Where's our Ray Allen at, bro?
That's a great question.
We need
DeAndre Hopkins. He's right there.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Ray Allen was still cooking at that point.
That's true.
DeAndre Hopkins is washed. So.
Yeah. Derrick Henry, I mean, you did get Derrick Henry. I don't know. But, like, other than him, no one. All right, let's get into it. This is a crazy one, man. You get the Panthers. Bryce Ice Young out there winning another close game, beating the Packers 16-13. Shout out us. A little, because this was just too easy, Vegas. You got to make it a little harder than that. Packers minus 11 against the Panthers, a good team. Not happening. And the Panthers ended up shocking the world, winning this game. Huge win for them as they're now 5-4, half a game out behind the Lions of making the playoffs, 1.5 games away from the division. Crazy for the Panthers. And this week, oh boy, they get the Saints. Oh no!
Panthers.
You don't even know the spread.
Panthers. It's like, no, I'm joking.
But you're not, though.
Go on with your soliloquy.
Yeah, the Saints, I mean, what was I going to say? Tyler Strauss sucks. Radler sucks. The offensive skill positions, other than Olave, sucks, and even he kind of sucks when he drops the ball. The defense is awful. They stink. Kellen Moore tries stuff, but we can't say he's good. I mean, the team stinks. What do you want me to say? He tries a lot of stuff. He tries to get a lot of these bums the ball, and they get it, and they do nothing with it. Kamara fumbled last game. He's just trying to get his Saints Ring of Honor in there. So, yeah, they're awful. Rico will probably have 150 rushing yards. And you're taking the and it's Panthers at home minus 5.5.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Taking the Panthers. Minus 5.5 at home. What the hell?
I'm also going to take the Panthers.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
Nah, it's pretty ridiculous. They do not respect the Panthers.
Nah, not at all.
And they respect the Saints way too much. I watched that Saints team the last couple weeks, dude. They there's a difference between bad. There's levels, right?
Yeah.
We'll just go with the bad levels because we don't go to the. But there's like, which is where like the Browns try to stay. Just try to stay around.
As they're 1 or like, wait, what's their record?
They have 2 wins.
Oh, they're 2-5. Okay,
Two is a lot more than 1 at this point of the year, dude. 2 and 1 are not the same.
Yeah, you're right.
And they beat the Packers, so
They did.
And teams that just like the Titans or the Saints that I just got, they're just and there's no Titans this week, so it's just the Saints. They're going to be the least talented team that you're going to see on the field all week, and it just is what it is. They have nothing. They have no one. They have a couple a linebacker and a D tackle who are old. They have Olave, who's a cool receiver. They have no running game. They have 3 quarterbacks, which means you have none. It's not great. I'm gonna take the Panthers. This is gonna be the hardest part, and I don't know how we're gonna answer this question. I'm gonna try. What is the path for the Saints to win this game?
A complete Panthers implosion.
It's gonna take Bryce Young being rookie year Bryce Young. Yeah. Not even year 2 Bryce Young, when he was like, okay. He was still terrible, but it was like, oh, he could do things sometimes. He's going to need to revert. He's going to need to go back 2 evolutions.
They need Andy Dalton to play, bro. That's what they need.
They do need Andy Dalton out there. That would help. I wouldn't pick him to beat Andy Dalton, but I'd give him a shot.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Good point, actually. They would need Andy Dalton out there. I'm shocked. You're not locking this in? Panthers?
I'm waiting.
5.5.
I'm waiting.
You just want to see my lock. That's what this has become. You were never picking a lock until you saw my lock, and that's cool. That's fine. My man made sound effects. Ooh, ah, ee, and just didn't lock it. It's all right. Yeah, if the Panthers lose this game, dude, I might have to make another trash article because I don't. There's no shot, right? Like that they lose this game. How?
Yeah, once they got like.
It's gonna be outside in You're at home. It's cold and windy. A little bit in Carolina at this point.
And you got like a top 3 running back at this point.
Yeah, and screw all that. You're playing the Saints. Like. I have to have the. Who did they play last week?
I feel bad for anybody going against Rico Dowd on fantasy right now.
I don't think the Saints have scored a touchdown in the last 2 weeks. I really don't. I know they didn't 2 weeks ago against the Bucs. I don't think they did last week. I don't think they scored a touchdown in 2 weeks. Maybe Jawan got one. I don't remember. I thought that was 3 weeks ago though. They're the worst offense in the league. Like,
they're the worst everything.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. That's a team, if you get the first pick, I don't even know what you do with it. You might want to trade it back, but then you also might like, oh, well, shit, we need something, right? But then if you get something, then you're just sending a player to Siberia at that point. There's no help around him. Nothing on this team is good. Anyway, sorry, Saints fans. If they win, and then you guys come in and you laugh in the comments like, you got this wrong, I'm still going to be... what's the word? Prideful. I was trying to think of a better word, but I can't. So prideful and be like, the Saints still suck. I don't care. The Panthers just suck now too. That's all that means.
In fact, no. What the Saints fans should want is to not win.
Oh,
they
100%.
should not want to win. They should
but
not
they'll
be
be in
happy.
you know what I mean. People come in after they see my hot take title and they're like, you got this one wrong. But I'm not getting this one wrong. The Panthers are going to win and beat the Saints. The Saints are so bad, dude. They're actually terrible. They're just a terrible football team. They would need like a pump block, a kick return touchdown, and a pick 6, bro, to win this game. Now, if they do all that and they win, you got me. But that's what they need to win this game. Yeah. At least I answered the question, though.
There you go.
Oh, man, this is crazy. So I got to be honest, the Seahawks, I feel like I've been tough on the Seahawks recently. It's going to get a little tougher here, but you'll see why. But they came into this game, smoked the Commanders. Darnold, 17 for 17, great passing. JSN, best receiver in the league. I've said this. I like the Seahawks, guys. I really like them. Pass rush going insane. I'm going to, by the way, take them with this spread. However, they're playing a Cardinals team and Jacoby Brissett looked really good. It was against the Cowboys, but he's looked good in a couple of games against the Packers, against the Colts. He stepped it up recently. He clearly is better than Kyler Murray, which
Kyler got benched.
we can make all the jokes we want to make about Kyler, and I really think that we kind of are missing our Russell Westbrook. So we need Kyler Murray to find a team so I can laugh at him. But it is impressive to have a guy that you can play over Kyler Murray just because of Kyler Murray's pure ability out there, his athleticism, the fact that he can make plays. You don't want to play a bum, and Brissett has been very good and efficient running the offense. He's unlocked Marvin Harrison, and they go out and beat the Cowboys 27-17. His first win as a starter with the Cardinals. However, this game, the Seahawks are favored -6.5 at home. Tony El Tigre, who you got?
Yeah, it's a tough one because
6.5 is a lot. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of gas, man. That's a lot. That's what I'm saying about the Seahawks. Like, I get it, but 6.5 in a divisional game is a lot.
especially with the way that Jacoby Brissett's been playing, that's a backup that earned his way into start. That's not a backup that's just starting for the sake of starting.
He's the better player. To your point.
So yeah, this is a tough one for sure. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. Even though, because they both have good defenses, but I know Darnold is capable of keeping a game close. But there's just talent on both sides.
Yeah,
McBride is really good. Marvin Harrison's really good. The run game's been solid for everything's just been chilling with McBride with Brissett back there, and I just think this is gonna be a close game. I don't necessarily think the Cardinals are going to win. I just think this is going to be a battle, and in a 6.5 point game, a battle means that I'm going to just go with the lower team. But I do think the Seahawks will win.
This is tough. I thought the spread was high, and then you took the Cardinals. Kind of threw me for a loop.
I thought I was going Seahawks.
I think I'm going Seahawks, but I also agree with what you're saying. In theory, man, this is tough. I'm going Cardinals. It's too much. It's too much for me. I'm sorry. I see this all the time. It took the Colts a couple weeks for it to happen because I started doing it, gassing them up too. There's a lot around the Seahawks right now, and they're a really good team. But people are now calling them the best team in the NFC. I don't think it's. I try to kind of sort of avoid looking at this stuff myself to some degree, even though I do the videos and stuff like that because I like to focus on my videos. I work all the time, but even I'm seeing it like. You just look on YouTube. If you're an athlete and you're on the team, and all you see is Seahawks are the best team in the NFC. Seahawks are why this person believes in the Seahawks. Why the Seahawks this, that, the other.
Divisional.
And it's divisional. And you won by 3 last time against Kyler Murray. Whole different team. Whole different team right now. Now they are getting Shaheed, so they're a whole different passing offense, but it's I gotta take the Cardinals. I think. Now I'll answer the other question too. I think the Seahawks' path toward covering the spread is kind of doing. They'd have to.
Wait. Let me think about something real quick for you.
Think about it.
Look, the Seahawks have a higher spread against the Cardinals than the Panthers do against the Saints.
Yeah.
I just thought about that. I'm like, wait a second, that's crazy. they either really, like you said, they either really respect the Seahawks or they just don't respect the Cardinals. It's one or the other. You're like, yeah, this backup quarterback's not that good.
I think the answer is they don't respect the Panthers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just I'm gonna take the Cardinals. I feel this game is. I don't know why. I just feel like. Oh man. You know what? I'm taking the Seahawks. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I feel like this is a good spread. This is a good spread. Yeah, it's a good spread.
Vegas cook.
I feel like the Seahawks could come out there, be on fire, and light them up. I like the Seahawks. The Seahawks defense is good, really good. It's top 6 in the league. They get a lot of pressure, but Brissett was sacked 5 times last week, and still, it's the Cowboys though. But he was under pressure against the Packers, still managed to move the ball, played the Colts tight. They haven't lost, by the way, by over 5 points all season. So I'm listening to my own stat that I just rattled off and take the Cardinals. It's risky. I do think the Seahawks have explosive potential. I think that's why I'm like, some teams it'd be like, oh, Cardinals easy. Like even the Cowboys last week, I was like, bet Cardinals. I like that spread. I think it was 2.5. The Seahawks are so good offensively and defensively. They can just pour it on you, and you can look up, and they just went 14-0 run on you very fast. And I don't think the Cardinals would be able to deal. Most teams wouldn't be able to deal with that. The Cardinals are more of a keep you. You know what I mean? They can semi-explode, but they're more in the game. Brissett be smart. Seahawks with JSN can just explode on you. However, last game what we saw the Cardinals do was double JSN. I think you're going to see that again. We'll see if Shaheed gets open deep. But, yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals. But I do think there's a path for the Seahawks to cover, getting pressure on Brissett, getting bombs, getting JSN open where he wasn't the first time these two teams played. Because another thing, too, the Cardinals' secondary is really good on the back end with Mac Wilson and Budda Baker. So I'll take the Cardinals. I'm sticking with it. A little shaky on it, clearly. But I'm going to take them because of Brissett. Now, if it was Kyler, I would have taken the Seahawks easily. So they're making the right decision. They are making the right decision.
Here it is.
What'd you say, Tone? Here it is?
Here it is.
Here it is.
I have no idea what this game is.
No idea what the game is. But guess what?
That was easy.
We're locking it in, baby. We are locking it in. The Detroit Lions coming off of a tough loss, 27-24, a game in which, I mean, my goodness gracious, their quarterback just continues to go out there and against any semblance of a pass rush, get exposed, screamed at by Brian Flores, and all he can do is just throw the ball into the ground. Defensively, I thought their defense actually played pretty well, but J.J. McCarthy to Jettas sometimes, and Addison, they have a lot of weapons. Sometimes there's just not much you can do. They actually held him to 11 incompletions, sacked him 5 times, but again, when you have Jettas and Addison and a quarterback who can kind of get the ball there, they can make plays. Going up against the Commanders, Jaden Daniels out, arm not looking good. Commanders have just stunk really recently. I forget they lost to the Cowboys 44-24. The Cowboys 44-24 a couple weeks ago. Smoked by the Seahawks 38-14. Seahawks again, really good team, but they got everyone thinking that the Cowboys are the best offense in the league and that the Seahawks are the best team in the league. That's how bad the Commanders have been. The Lions have been waiting for this opportunity ever since they got to play the Bears and put up 52 on them because they didn't quite get to do it against the Browns. The Browns fought back a little bit better. Commanders defense, trash, and this is why I'm locking it in, Tone. I mean, you can't get much better numbers than this. And if the Lions don't do this, get them out of the playoffs. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. Get them out of the playoffs. This is Lions minus 3.5.
Oh shit! With Mariota, that's a.
It's Washington. It's cold. Maybe it's gonna rain. I don't know, but I don't care if it's raining.
That's definitely a spread.
3.5?
I might put some money on that one.
I'm writing the spreads down, and then I saw it, and I double take. It was like a double take moment. I'm like, wait a minute, did I say 3.5 for the Lions?
The run it up Lions, yeah.
Against a team that stinks.
Is missing half their team, yeah.
No. They're missing half their team, and they also just suck.
I know.
Yeah,
they suck,
but yeah,
and they're
yeah.
missing half of their team.
Gotcha. So you just said you're going to put money on it, so I'm going to assume that you're going Lions for the win.
Yeah, that's some good money to put on a spread, honestly.
3.5 is crazy. Nah, Vegas might be trying to cook people with this one. They might have some insider info. Golf giving a wink. I'm leaving after the first quarter. Because, like, what the hell is that? I don't even know a path for the Commanders to cover. Run the ball, I guess. Mariota sucks, bro. So, look, Lions, man. You got it. 3.5. I need that free one. I made a whole case about it, this entire pod, about this being my lock. Tony's about to put money on it. We never put money on the games.
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy lock.
3.5 is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just
had to snipe it real quick.
Oh, dude, I saw it. And I was just like, what? I can't let this opportunity slide.
Oh.
Yeah, 3.5 is ridiculous. I don't even know what to say. I don't even have any analysis on this game because the Lions are just that much better than the Commanders. Commanders are a bottom 8 defense and pass defense, run defense, points per game. The Lions are third offensively, points per game. Like, if they can't do it this week, dude, then just Jared Goff isn't the guy, bro. I'm not even kidding. This would be a ridiculous loss. This would be ridiculous for them to not win by 4. The Commanders suck. They are awful. They've let up 38 points. They let up 44 points 2 weeks ago to the Cowboys. They let up 38 to the Seahawks. They let up 31 at halftime with no missed passes to the Seahawks.
I did see that.
So that's all. That's all the filibustering I can do. The Lions are just gonna smoke them. And the Commanders suck. I don't know. And Jaden's out. Oh man. The Los Angeles Rams coming off of, they beat the crap out of, the Saints, of course. Who doesn't? But they beat the crap out of the Saints and the Jags the last couple of weeks. Last couple of weeks was just the word Saints just brings joy. It sparks, elicits joy from Tone. I think Tony, as much as I gave him crap for saying the Colts would be a terrible team, he did say about week 2, I don't see the Saints winning. I think the Saints are going to be the worst team in the league. You are correct. And the Rams went out there and they got their flowers.
The Jets were looking like they might be the worst team.
The Saints are worse.
Yeah.
The Jets just traded 2 defensive players and the Saints are still worse. I promise you they are. Back to this anyway. The Rams smoked them, got their best in the league flowers, taking on the 49ers. The 49ers team that Tony doesn't believe in. He never believes in the 49ers. Last week, no different.
I do. I believed in them against the Falcons.
You didn't believe in them against the Giants when you took the Giants and their crying head coach to beat the Niners on the, were they at home? At home, whatever. Ridiculous. But you did pick them to beat, I don't know, someone, whoever you just said.
Falcons.
Yeah. Did I not? Oh, I might not have. The Falcons stink. Anyway, well, that was supposed to mean something. I was lost. I was like, wait, you caught me. You got me there, Tone. Good crossover. But the Rams are favored in this game, -3.5. Tony El Tigre, who you got? Mr. 49ers believer.
I'm going to go with the Rams. I mean, the Rams have been one of the best teams in the NFC so far, and the 49ers are still struggling a bit. So
they have the same record.
Wait. The 49ers are also 6-2?
The 49ers are 6-3, my bad. See, this is what I mean. You don't respect the 49ers.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
Bro, there's nobody in their lineup. What the fuck?
They got Robert Saleh and Kyle Shanahan, man. and Mac Jones. They have one guy.
Malcolm Jones.
They have one guy, and they are going to use the shit out of him.
Oh yeah,
but it's McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's true.
He's there, and he will
touch the ball.
He will get the ball. He's their number one receiver and their number one running back. The top 10 receiver yards wise in the league.
Number one quarterback. Say no.
Nah, he's the number 3 quarterback.
Number one defender.
Yo.
He might as well be.
Kinda.
Number one coach. Yeah, so but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams. Just because
the
Rams
49ers won
really
this game
good.
when they played earlier in the year.
Well, I believe in splits. I mean, you could pick them, and you'll probably be right because I keep being wrong with them. If they were playing any other team, I would pick them.
Nah, they won that game with Bosa and Fred Warner, so I'm going to take the Rams. It's interesting, though. It's in San Francisco, cold weather, possible for a dome team from Los Angeles. But the Rams are a rare team in that they do look good in cold weather. They looked pretty good in the blizzard against the Eagles. They lost that game, but they look good. They don't play a lot of cold weather games because they're in the NFC West. But I'm interested to see how that happens this game. Stafford is one of the rare quarterbacks, too, also really good in cold weather himself.
Detroit.
But Detroit was a dome team, but yes. He lived there, so I guess. I don't know. But he almost gets better in these kind of games. This could be, because of how windy and cold it's going to be, this could be a little bit of a negative for actually the 49ers because Mac Jones, his passes, just things to keep an eye on.
Ooh, but that might mean that turns into a Kyron versus McCaffrey battle at the same time.
I think to your point, I think the Rams' defense is just way better. The Rams' defense is markedly better, specifically front seven-wise, than the 49ers. Mainly because, obviously, the 49ers players are depleted. Their entire roster's out. So...
And the Rams already lost this game, so I feel like they'll have more vengeance to try to win it.
Now, Rams minus 3.5 on the road is kind of wild to me. Gives me cause, but I'm just gonna take the Rams. I'm just gonna do it. I like the components they have in this game. I think that they have a wider path to victory. I think that the 49ers have one way to win this kind of game. Mainly, I mean, Mac was cooking them last game, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of ways it could go wrong with that pass rush. So I'm curious for sure to see what happens. I'm going to take the Rams. And I think the path for the 49ers to win this game, play much better defense, just solid, I don't know, figure it out. That's what I'm worried about is their back end, their no pass rush. I think they're bottom 5 in the league in sacks, and they just don't generate any pressure. So that's their path. Maybe send some blitzes, get to Stafford early, and see if you can just slow them down because even though they lost that game to the 49ers, the Rams passing-wise, I think they had, Stafford had 380, 400 yards or so. So definitely something to look for. But going with the Rams. Oh, man. The Steelers last week came through beating Danny Dimes, showing again that the litmus test is true, and winning that game to get to 5-3. They now hold a 2-game lead over what everyone is. I mean, it's got to be the most watched division race in the NFL because more than likely only one of those teams is getting into the playoffs, you would think. So with the Steelers going out there, winning that game, forcing 5 turnovers against the Colts, and holding the number 1 offense in the league to, I forget what they held them to, 20 points. Huge win for them, and obviously Rodgers is keeping that offense going. On Sunday Night Football, and they are going up against Justin Herbert and the Chargers. However, for the Chargers, no Joe Alt, a completely different team. We saw it last week, kind of 2 different games. Early Herbert, fine, chilling, and then allowed 6 sacks in that game. This spread, Chargers are at home. Did you pick the last one or did I pick the last one? I forget.
I forget. I mean, I can go first. I don't
All right.
care.
So in this one, the Chargers are favored.
Steelers.
You don't even know the spread.
I think the Steelers are gonna win.
So you think the Chargers are
I don't think they're
ass?
I think they're below the litmus test.
Okay.
But what's the spread? Just so I can know.
3.5 Chargers.
Picking the Steelers though.
So me and the Chargers have had an interesting relationship. What?
Let you cook.
Wait, what the hell? What's with all the dramatics, Tone?
I'll let you cook.
I didn't even say anything yet.
I know. I was gonna let you cook.
So me and the Chargers, right? It's been
Your
something.
favorite team.
Yeah. Some would say, by the way, if this is your first time listening to Lumia Sports Podcast, check us out. We got playlists all over. You can check out some old Chargers content. Because welcome to the show, baby.
You said we don't have a Russell Westbrook. He's right there.
He is here. I took him as my lock of the week last week. I was all over the place, though. I was scrambling all last weekend. The spreads were confusing, and the Titans stink. And he still didn't cover because everything was not perfectly correct. And and it is what it is. But some would say that me and some would say that me and the Chargers have had our connection. It's been a rocky road, right? From some things, opinions. That I've had regarding the team so far this season. And I just want to say, Tony, you gotta stop laughing, dude. I'm trying to do a bit here. I'm trying to hold my composure. But some would, you know what I mean? And I think partially saw a lot of lists, people marking Herbert is better than Hurts, ridiculous. Tony even goes through this on a day-to-day basis, where he argues with a fan who's a Herbert stan. He's really a media concoction, this guy, at times. And I think he's a really good player, but like the best, the greatest, the most talent, like all that stuff is a little much. And I was just gonna say, some would say it's been a rocky road for the Chargers. Some would call it a rocky mountain, and some mountains don't always go the way that they're planned to go. They have slopes. They have interesting forms. They have broken backs. I just think the Chargers are just in a bad situation right now. I really do. I just think that they're it's rough. It's rough times for the. Are you okay, Tony? What's up, dude? What's happening, man? You're just falling apart this episode. You're not holding it together. This is bad teamwork.
I'm just putting my head down.
Yeah, just taking a minute.
Yeah.
Head down, 7-Up. Be careful where you put those fingers around. Anyway.
What the fuck?
I
don't even know what that means. I'm gonna keep my.
I'm gonna take the Steelers as well. I think that the Steelers win this game. TJ Watt started to wake up last week. They really have a group of pass rushers who at first, and for whatever reason, they force a lot of turnovers. And let's be honest about Herbert for a second here, and let's be serious. He's had a turnover issue so far this season. 8 interceptions this season. That's horrendous. Remember last year, they ran the ball all game, and he didn't turn it over. and
until he had to throw.
yeah, until he had to actually pass in a big game. And so they're like, you know what? Get all this out of your system. Sow your wild oats, we'll call it, throughout the regular season. Get all these picks out of the bag. But, there's just certain things when you're a quarterback in this league that you can't get out of your character, that you may want to hide, that you may want to disguise, and that you may want to elude. But when the time becomes the time and we see who you really are as a quarterback, it is what it is. And now we're getting to that time. No Joe Alt. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie and say it's easy without both of your offensive tackles to just go out there and make things happen. But if, man, right, it's all changing for him. And he's got no offensive line at all to speak of against the team in the Steelers who's number 3 in sacks. We've kind of avoided going to the well, but when you see you don't see it a lot, but when you see a bad offensive line versus a really good defensive line, it is an issue. I just think that they're going to go out there, they're going to pressure man, and it's going to look ugly out there. And I took him as a lock last week. I've believed in Herbert a lot this year. I took him over the Colts. I don't know what I was thinking. I got just
you definitely believed in him way more than I have.
Yeah, 100%. Sure. Making mental errors. But it's okay. This week will not be that week. We are going with the Steelers. And if will become miffed and they'll lose this game. I need to come up with a better rhyme. You have any? What is the path for the Chargers to win this game? As I come up with a better rhyme for if, man. You'll see the rift in if this week.
All right. If the Chargers win this game, then it will be because, the Steelers just have no answers for what they got going on. I mean, let's look at what the Chargers do well. I mean, they're just kind of depleted all over the place. It's hard.
They have good receivers.
They do have good receivers,
but they don't run the ball well.
Yeah, because they lost their running backs. They lost
and their offensive line.
Yeah, so when you don't have any,
you know what the Chargers look like to me? They look like a Harbaugh coach team, dead by week 11. This is what they look like. Good record, but no one's healthy.
Yeah, and
that's if you're lucky.
Yeah, and then they're going to walk into the playoffs and, lose.
Or everyone gets hurt in the first 3 games, recovers, and then you can fight your way back to the playoffs.
There you go.
So
the Harbaugh way.
Yeah, one of those 2 ways.
Yeah.
Every man's got to have a code.
Yeah. So, I mean, for them it'll have to be one of those Steelers games where they're not really able to accomplish much. They have their games where their offense isn't quite flourishing, It might be late, and it's gonna be late. Aaron Rodgers might be like, "Man, this fucking."
It is gonna be late Sunday night football.
So he might want to go to sleep.
He's very bad in Sunday night games, right? And night games. Has he won a night game this year? He lost Thursday night to the Bengals.
Yeah.
He lost Sunday night to the Packers.
Yeah, this is old man just needs his.
That early morning game, he was hyped though. He was
yeah, you feel me?
Sniffing the John.
Yeah, he took his drugs early in the morning and he was
Yeah.
vibing. So,
Yeah.
You have old version of him versus young version of him, and I think the more older experienced version is gonna.
That's a little messed up. Rodgers did win a Super Bowl.
He did,
and it wasn't even a fake KD one. It was a real Super Bowl.
Fake KD.
I'm just saying it was a real one.
He did win one.
That team didn't just win a Super Bowl before him. They hadn't won since '96.
Yeah, and then he won one Super Bowl, and they were like, "Oh yeah, he's better than Brady." And they did start gassing it the second he won a Super Bowl.
Hey man, you think that's some gas? Wait, if Herbert ever gets one, my God, we'll never hear the end of it, dude. I told you he was better than Mahomes. Yeah, what? What are you talking about?
as Mahomes won 3.
Yeah.
If he ever had Mahomes' team, he would have won every single year.
Yeah. Could Rodgers have been as good with Bill Belichick? Well, Bill Belichick has been good with no one other than Tom Brady. For just starters. Start there with that.
Yeah, so you know,
I'm happy. This was a good job. Good job by us to you know what I mean? Get it back on the rails. I don't know what was happening in the middle. A lot of giggling. But it was good that because this is a serious thing. We're doing football games, right? And Justin Herbert, you know what I mean? And the Chargers have a big game heading up against the Steelers. And I'm excited to see what happens. Are you?
Yeah, it's always a good time covering Chargers games and Steelers games. Honestly,
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin is definitely a.
We didn't even talk about Tomlin. That's how you know it's a jam-packed game.
Yeah. Shout out the greatest regular season, the greatest 9-8 to ever live.
Yeah, that's what he does. He goes out there and he goes 9-8. This is gonna be a huge game, though. He's gonna 6-3. I don't know what he's gonna do with that kind of lead.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to
hopefully
lose the 5
cry.
games.
Hopefully not cry.
Yeah. I don't know. Does he have to play Joe Flacco again? I think he does, actually. Yikes. Why are they not just starting Burrow? I don't get it.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I said it.
Whoa.
Yeah, I said it.
What the?
Yeah, I said it.
This man went from a Burrow guy to play Flacco over Burrow.
I am a Burrow guy, but my God, dude. I mean, Flacco's just Yo, look, man. Something about Cincinnati.
Saying Flacco should play over Burrow is crazy.
Until Burrow's fully healthy, yeah. Nah, I didn't mean that. That was a joke. Because Tony's gonna bring this up like 3 years from now. So let me just
bring it up 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, let's
3 days.
Nah, but I didn't mean that. So when he brings it up, just know that I didn't mean it. It was a joke. A lot of jokes on this pod. Some things I said though on this episode are very, very serious.
Such as.
Huh?
Such as.
Such as what?
You said some things you said are very serious.
Yeah.
Such as.
Some of the things. You were here. You listened to it. You were right here next to me. Some of those things are just factual.
Yeah. Guessing there's one more, or is there 2 more?
One more.
Oh, okay.
Last game of the week, we have the wait a minute. The Philadelphia Eagles going out Monday Night Football. The Eagles bye week last week.
Oh man, they gave y'all a lot of time to rest. They said, "Here's a week off, and then here's Monday for you."
I mean, that's more helpful to the Packers who were playing than it is to us. If you really think about it, they get an extra day. Cool. We got a week, but we would rather you play Sunday to Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Eagles bye week went out and got Jalen Phillips, made a lot of moves, and they also went out there as well and didn't trade A.J. Brown, which I don't know why people thought that we might ever do that. But
when did that come into discussion?
It's been in the media for weeks, dude. Should the Eagles trade A.J. Brown? Because he's a little annoyed. But he's not really that annoyed. He's
just expressive.
Yeah, it's just who he is.
Yeah.
Going against the Packers. Packers coming into this game after a loss to the Panthers. That was a tough one. Probably looking forward to this game, looking ahead. And in that game, they did lose star tight end Tucker Kraft. That's a tough injury. Their wide receiving core always in flux, but their defense has been really good this season. I don't pick this game, but I will give you insights. But I do not pick this game as an Eagles fan. I don't want to jinx this. Tony El Tigre, the spread, Packers -2.5. Who you got?
It said Packers -2.5.
That's what they said.
And it's in Philly?
It's in Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Eagles regardless.
Then why'd you ask?
I was just curious which city it was in. But, I mean,
Yeah.
I like knowing where places are. And I want to know if the city is going to be live, even though I'm not going to be here. But oh, wait, I will be here then. It's next week. No, it's this week.
It's Monday.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles. I mean, if Saquon is back on track, then I think that,
He left last game with an injury. Should be good though.
yeah,
Bye.
I mean, yeah, with about 14, 15 days of rest, he should be, or however long it's been, he should be doing better. But yeah, I feel like if Saquon is back, I mean, the passing offense has become unlocked. And if Saquon's unlocked and the passing offense is unlocked, then that's when you see the team that won the Super Bowl. So, I mean, all the talent is there. And even though they do have a good pass rush, Jalen Hurts is one of the better quarterbacks at being able to escape a pass rush with his rushing ability and, stuff like that. So, and Jordan Love is still just too erratic for me to fully dedicate, picking a win against a high quality team such as the Eagles. So, I don't love picking him against good teams.
He's not much better against bad teams.
Well, the thing with they be having like high ass spreads with the bad team. Like I feel like I never picked the Packers at this point in general. So
Yeah.
they're just a tough team to pick to win the spread.
Yeah.
So
I think we took them against the Steelers. But yeah, I would just say with the Eagles, huge game. This game going to be with two teams that are competing to go out there, win the conference, both top seeds. Tiebreaker won't matter because the Packers already have a tie, but still big to see who's going to win this game. The Packers right now fighting to win their division still, with the Lions at 5-3 and them at 5-1. Definitely interested to see how this game plays out. The Eagles, new D end. It's going to be fun. I like you. I'm interested in seeing the running game. Will they be able to continue to run the football? Gotta wait all the way till Monday for this, John. But I'm interested to see that defensively too. I'm interested. Can they stop the Packers? They've had struggles on that end so far this year. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they win. Hopefully they go out, go Birds. Bye week, 2 wins. So you just want to see them kind of continue that momentum out there. That would be lovely. A lovely way to end my week for sure. Go Birds! All right, there you go. Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate you guys watching.
Oh, yeah, still gotta pick a lot.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I've had some time to think about it.
Oh my God.
There was the Jets Browns game, which was a high consideration. There was the Patriots Buccaneers game, which was of high consideration. I even put some consideration on the Steelers Chargers game, but all in all, Saints Panthers. It's gonna be my pick.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Saints.
They're just sitting right there.
Yeah, I mean,
it's too low. They're
yeah.
not. I highly doubt.
7.5 would have been like, all right, I would, but 5.5 is kind of wild.
Yeah, did they forget
Honestly,
what
disrespectful.
Rico Dowdle's been like? Let alone like not even also just what Bryce has been doing, but also what Rico Dowdle's been doing. Like they're just not looking at the team at that point.
No, did they forget what the Saints have been doing? That's where I'm questioning. The Saints need to be double-digit underdogs to anyone with over 3 wins. I'm not even kidding. They're really bad, and they're getting worse.
Yeah.
They're not getting any better.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the
like it.
Panthers.
I like that pick. I like that pick.
Let me
Oh yeah, hit the button.
That was easy.
there you go.
It's gonna be that easy.
But
I
you
like
got-
that one, but my God, I just
but
had.
you
I mean,
definitely
Lions
got
minus
the one,
3.5.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm like,
it with Mariota, bro. If they lose that freaking, if I lose that one, I got nothing, man. I'll never. It's just golf. What are you gonna do?
Never give Vegas your money ever if you lose that spread.
I'm not gonna do it regardless. But thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed this preview. Check out the other ones on our lives. We got the previews up, playlist as well for individual teams if you want to check those out. For Tony L. Tigre, this was Lumia. Peace.
Deuces.